I'm about to intro. Shut the fuck up.
Hate that Brandon guy.
Okay, hello. Welcome to the After Credit Show, the geek culture podcast where we talk about all things fictional. I'm your host, Brandon, and I'm welcomed by my two co-hosts, Evander and Ben. Introduce yourselves. Say hi.
No.
Okay.
Fuck you.
All right. Well, before we get into the episode, this isn't usual. We're in person right now because we're visiting for stuff. We went to Horror Nights. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But
we took a break and we decided to groom Brandon as my Discord kitten in real life this week.
Okay.
He's over the age of 18, by the way.
I'm 22.
Yeah.
What?
Not that we needed to say that.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, before we get into the episode, remember to like and subscribe, support this podcast so we continue doing it. This is our second episode, so there's only so many of you, but let's keep it going. Anyway, I think we have good topics today. We'll see. Evander, you want to give us the first one?
This is a very slow week.
Yeah.
I was struggling to find topics. But there's one. The first one I marked is something that maybe only I'm going to be super interested in, which is that the script for Sleeping Dogs was completed officially. They have the first draft. They're going to start shooting relatively soon.
Did they say how soon?
I don't believe so, but just that production will be starting soon, which is cool for me. I'm a big fan of Sleeping Dogs. I remember when it first came out. It was my favorite game.
I haven't played this game, so you might have to inform me what this is about.
So, Sleeping Dogs was originally intended to be a sequel to the True Crimes franchise on the PS2 and the Xbox, I believe, was also on, which are kind of like GTA games, so they had like a heavier focus on like action and kind of like fighting. Mm-hmm. It was pretty cool, and there was, I think it was New York and LA were the two entries they did, and again, in being the opposite of GTA, you were playing as like the cops, and they were just like big, like, you know, shoot 'em ups.
Okay.
And they were making one that was supposed to be True Crime Hong Kong, and just due to a bunch of stuff, it got stuck in development hell for like years, and somehow they miraculously released it on the PS3, and it was a big hit, and made a lot of money, everyone loved it, but it was such a big mess with the rights and everything that they just never made a sequel.
Oh.
They made 2 DLCs. They're all right. There's 2 of them. One's bad. There's like a fantasy like ghost kind of one that was okay, and there's like a terrorist bomb threat one that was a little bit better.
Yeah, I was wondering why it wasn't continued, because I feel like since it's come out, I remember in high school hearing about it all the time. Some of my friends were playing it constantly. I never got to it, but like...
It has a great campaign, like a really good story. The combat's super fun. The open world's cool. You can do lots of cool shit that you can't do in GTA. I like the driving. It's also, if anyone has it, it's a very good platinum. You don't have to like be the best at everything. You just have to play it. Like, you just have to play everything.
Those are the best kind of
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's how they should be. Just like, you just have to play everything the game has to offer.
Did they say which draft of the script it is?
Because, I believe they said first.
Okay, because there's been a lot of like video game to film adaptations that are like, we have our script guys, and then you never hear anything about it ever again. So, I mean, like, obviously, Simu Liu, he stuck to this for a while, from my understanding, because like, we've talked about it over the years.
Yeah. This is why I think it's getting made, is that it was supposed to be made by Donnie Yen for years, which would have been sick, but it died. He officially, like, last year was like, it's dead. He's like, I just give up, whatever, like, we're not going to do it. And then a couple months ago, Simu Liu was like, nah, it's back, and I'm going to star in the game. I'm making it. So I have a feeling it'll get made, because he seemed to have used whatever pull he has from Shang-Chi and whatever to somehow get the push that the game needed that Donnie Yen, I guess, didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll get its push once Avengers comes out and he has more clout again.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling, yeah. I mean, it'll
yeah. If
Endgame, Avengers will come out first, for sure.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, it seems that this is going to be... it seems... I would bet on it coming out.
Yeah, what would this movie need to be like a good adaptation? Because there's like, I think it, at the very least, it has to be a great crime movie. Right?
Yeah, well,
like,
it's Sleeping Dogs is one of those games where it just has such a good story. It's like, you don't have to change very much. It's basically The Departed. He's an undercover. He was like raised in like a criminal area. His friends and his family. He left to San Francisco because his sister became addicted to drugs. And he comes back and becomes a cop, and he gets sent undercover in like this triad that his family was connected with. So the story like flows very well. You would not like, this is the thing. When you are adapting a video game, there's a lot of stuff that is just made to fill the time because that's what video games are. You don't need to include every fight scene, every shootout, every chase scene. It's like just adapt the main story. You don't have to do everything that's in it.
They got to keep the Emma Stone cameo.
Yeah, Emma Stone is weirdly in 2 side missions that go nowhere. It's kind of funny. Carmine Falcone, I'm trying to remember, Tom Wilkinson from Batman Begins is in it as well. He's the police captain. Very good game, very good campaign. I remember it was one of my favorites when it first came out. I'm a big fan of it. I never thought the movie would come out, but looks like it is now. So
nice.
We'll see. The action needs to be cool.
Yeah,
He went from Carmine Falcone to police captain or chief. How the turntables.
How the turntables.
We've been on a pretty good streak for video game movies, I feel. So maybe there's
Until Dawn.
Until Dawn. I forgot about that one. Never mind. I take it back.
No, they're going to become the new comic book genre,
for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Not if they keep making Until Dawns.
I never saw that one.
Yeah, we saw it opening day.
Oh man, what a time!
But yeah, nevertheless, I'm a big Sleeping Dogs fan. I hope it's good. That's all I have to say.
Now we're going to talk about movies to video games.
Movies to video games.
Access denied. Got him.
That's crazy. So I guess this link is not functioning. But I remember the quote. The head of the Jason universe, the company that runs Jason, I forget what it's called, Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th, was being interviewed about the character officially appearing in Fortnite and Call of Duty, and they asked him directly, like, are we going to see another Friday the 13th game? And he's like, yeah, there's one on the way.
Let's go.
So that's big news, because
awesome.
we all love that game. It was such a blast when it came out.
A lot of fond memories.
And it was unfortunately killed by that giant rights debacle that killed the Friday the 13th franchise for like 10 years.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting seeing how it compares to the new Halloween games. Because Halloween is obviously taking notes from the original Friday the 13th game that was on the PlayStation 4. So now Friday the 13th will probably take some notes from Halloween. So it's like the cycle.
Yeah.
A new genre. This is how new genres get made.
I'm very curious what the game will even be. I think I said this last time. Maybe I just said it when we were just talking afterwards. I want a horror game where you play as the survivor and not the killer. Like, it's fun to play as the killer too, but like
there's a lot of really great fan games where you play as the survivor.
Yeah, that sounds fun to me. I love Alien Isolation. I just want that feeling of like that's a horror game should be scary. Like Dead by Daylight is cool because you get to play as both. I guess you get to play as both in most of those, but I'd like a more like focused campaign where you're like running from Jason. He's just stalking you through the woods.
I love the studio that does The Quarry and just those games, and those kind of scratch the itch for me.
Yeah,
but I really wish there was like a AAA like third person
like Alien Isolation.
Yes. I haven't played that game, but I just want more horror games like that, especially with these iconic characters. That would be so sick. Story based.
There's a really, really great fan game for Halloween that plays very much to like a PS1 kind of game. It almost looks like Resident Evil.
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, like I played it a bit as a teenager, and it's made by Pig Farm Games. They actually remade it they reskin it. Yeah.
Yes, but you can still exactly what you're talking about.
You can still download the Halloween version, but they made like a spin-off game for it where you play like as like the Michael Myers quote unquote character. Yeah, who has like he literally has like the clown mask that he wears in like the beginning of the original.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's a really good game. So I'm really surprised it's kind of taken companies like this long because it just seems like something that would be, a no-brainer to do with like Resident Evil and things like that.
Yeah, it's very weird that we don't have, there's never been a Scream game.
That's really
No,
weird.
I hate that. I wish there was.
I'm a big fan of Scream. But yeah, again, no real news on it, just that it is happening. So that's cool. Make me happy, make me smile.
Yeah.
Make me smile. I'm
of,
super excited.
Yeah.
I hope when that trailer eventually comes out, it is revealed to be like a story-based thing. But I'm going to imagine it might just be a better version of what Friday the 13th was.
I feel like they've never managed to top that game.
I know. But if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be the people who made it before.
Yeah.
Well, it might not be the same studio.
Wouldn't be. No, because they're making Halloween.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is probably going to be something completely different.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, do we want to talk about horror nights? Or
Dude, Ben read my mind.
Yeah.
We're talking about horror nights now. We went all together.
Yeah, they had a Friday the 13th maze.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly why we segue. Mm-hmm. Me and Brandon hit it once before, And then the other night when we went, we hit all of the mazes except for Terrifier, which me and Brandon actually hit before. So
yeah,
me and Brandon have now seen everything that Horror Nights had to offer.
Yeah, and Ben's basically there too.
Yeah, he only missed Terrifier.
Yeah, that was the only one. They saw it low, so they can speak their piece on it. But
let's go. I don't
know if I really have a ranking for them.
I don't know.
We can go by.
I just want to go by how we went through.
Yeah,
the way we went.
guess so. So where did we start?
We started in Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. Okay, what did Ben think of that?
That one was interesting. It wasn't my favorite one, but I thought it was cool. I really like how they recreated like the ending with all the spirits.
Yeah,
like that. Like the one with like the big like one on all fours at the end. That's like my favorite one.
Yeah,
I really liked that they had like the giant skulls. Yeah, like I thought that was great. Yeah. It caught me off guard like how many skulls there were. Like I'm gonna be honest, like none of the scares really like got me like a jump. But I mean like I like those. I think the Horror Nights actors were a little bit confusing me because I was like smiling throughout all of them. They were
I'm not gonna lie. Sorry to interrupt, but I always saw you and Nick, and every time I would jump, Nick would jump, and we would be like in a fighting stance. I never saw you jump once, and it was pissing me off. I was like, how is this guy doing this? I'm getting angry.
Yeah, doesn't get me like that.
Yeah.
Game recognizes game. I don't know. But
I started to feel like because I think I made a couple times, like once or twice throughout the night. I really don't jump that much, honestly. And I get to the point where sometimes they scare me, and I'm like, I feel bad, and I'll give them like a similar. I'm like, oh,
yeah, there's that.
I give them like the sympathy ones. I'm like, this is probably awkward. What if they've hit like 8 people in a row?
I'm the type of guy that they love. I'm so jumpy. I hate it. It's embarrassing.
It takes a bit. It's not that none of them got me. It takes a bit. Like I think both times we went, I think each night there was like 2 of them that got me.
I'm a little. I liked Poltergeist a lot. It was my favorite of the first night we went. But I soured on a few of these mazes doing it a second time. It's just because I was like, I kind of saw some more of it. Poltergeist kind of fell down my ranking this time. It's still scary.
I still really like that one a lot. What the parts that stick out to me is when you first walk into the maze and the guy's in the kitchen with like the bloody heart or whatever.
Yeah, that was cool.
He's like, and he gets in your face.
Like,
and then
my eyeball.
In the next room when the guy's ripping his face off. I love that stuff. It's fun. After that, we hit the Terror Tram.
Yeah.
Look
what you made me do. Look what you made me do.
We had just shown Brandon had never seen Black Phone.
Oh my god.
And this year the Terror Tram is themed around
the sequel.
Blumhouse.
Yeah.
Well,
it opens, that too, yeah.
Yeah, the first their big release is going to be Black Phone too. So the first area you go through is Black Phone centric. And when Brandon and me had seen it before, and there's the sequence where they recreate the part of the movie where he kills his brother and he goes, look what you made me do. But it's running on an endless loop in the maze. So when you walk away, he's like, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. We were telling Ben, like, he's going to say this repeatedly when we go there. And he does.
I just know those Horror Night workers want to, like, rip their hair out at the end of the night.
I feel like I'd be having a blast.
Well, just, like, hearing that over and over again.
Unless duality of man.
I'd be like, I love hearing the same sound over and over again.
Going
that
insane.
One, so that one's cool because when you first get there, you get off the tram and it's just Megan out there. She's doing a little dance like she does in the movie.
Yeah. And
then there's a song playing, and when the beat kind of drops, like literally like every Blumhouse character ever just like runs out with like chainsaws, gets in your face. I have a history with Blumhouse on my main channel, so I feel like it's like a special thing for me that Jason Blum is sending out his people to kill me for making videos reviewing his movies. He's like, get them. So specifically, I do appreciate that they have some of their deeper cuts. Or like, you know that they're going to touch on like their big ones like Insidious and The Purge and Black Phone. But they have some ones that kind of went under the radar, like Freaky.
Yeah.
That I don't know if either of you...
I saw that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know
Which one is that?
That's the Vince Vaughn one with Catherine
Moore. Oh, where they switch bodies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I haven't seen it, but I remember the trailer.
Well, yeah, that's not one of their huge ones. But she's there in the red jacket and the chainsaw. I'm like, I made a video talking about you. Megan also a big one that is throughout the maze. She doesn't get like a dedicated section, but I kind of like the gimmick is that she's like taking you through. So everywhere you go, like when you're in like the Purge section, like people are fucking going crazy, and she's just there like, it's me.
Yeah, she's everywhere over there.
Yeah, I think that's a funny gimmick. She's kind of like, I guess she's treated like the Deadpool of like this Blumhouse tour.
Seems that way.
So that was fun. You go through the Insidious section is really cool because you actually get to go through and the Bates Motel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they filmed the original film at. And the actors, that one I think has a good scare setup where you'll be more likely to focus on the motel where you know they're running out of. But I think a lot of people don't realize that the walls next to you have doors built into them and they pop out.
I saw, because I knew Nick didn't know, and he got really badly jump scared, but my head was on a swivel. I was just doing this the whole time. I can't do this.
I swivel my whole way through. I'm nothing catches me. You move through Exorcist Believer, which was not a big hit for them, but that's such a huge IP name. They're like, we got to do Exorcist Believer. That one also you're going through a hall and they kind of jump out at you from both sides. Yeah. It's a little hard to avoid. I think beyond that you go to The Purge, which is awesome because it's built on the set of War of the Worlds, which is when they just cut apart a Boeing 747 and set it up. And it's
so
like
cool walking through that. I'm so happy you get to.
Yes, it's awesome.
Oh my god!
And Brandon made a good friend at the Purge section.
I did.
Yeah.
This guy on stilts started following me for a good minute. I don't know what was going on. He was mimicking my behavior.
Uncle Sam was like,
it was Uncle
you're
Sam.
pretty cool.
It was Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
A dead Uncle Sam.
Sometimes the actors they just want to mess with you. Like they're bored. He was just copying Brandon's movement. He's pretending he was walking with him. It was great.
We were besties. It was awesome.
I love moments like that. And then I like the ending of the maze is you're in Blumhouse, which is all the movies.
Blumhouse.
Yes, and the two that come out at you at the same time is the killer from Happy Death Day and the actual full grown killer from Freaky, which I also made videos on. They both come out like, "We'll kill your ass."
Okay. I recognize the baby face, but there was that one I didn't recognize.
Yes, I call him the incorrectly peeled. You know when you peel a potato and it looks kind of like square?
Yeah.
That's what his mask be looking
Oh,
like.
okay.
And everyone at season, like every time we've gone there, everyone's like, "Is that Jason?" They see him on the hill. I'm like, "That's not Jason.
That's not Jason."
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, that's okay.
The only one that's missing that I made a video on is the guy from Totally Killer. And I remember in my video, they had this thing where they debuted his look in this trailer that was like Blumhouse's newest killer getting added to and it shows like their whole lineup of them knocking on the door. And then it's like the guy from Totally Killer. And I was like, what is this design?
I think it's freaky.
I don't like it. It's
basically like if I slicked back my hair and did like a Joker
as a
smile and like
mask.
raised my eyebrow.
Yeah, I don't
That's
get
basically
it.
what
He's
that
just a
mask
guy.
is.
It's like a guy with a.
Yeah, but
I've never, and I had a segment in my video where I was like, what the fuck is his design?
I don't know. Every time I see that poster, I'm like, I need to watch this movie.
Hey, he looks
It's
like
fun.
you want to have
That's
fun.
the Back to the Future one.
There we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would love to watch it. I need
It's a fun enough movie.
Yeah, Curtin Shipka is good in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's in Twisters too.
Yes,
or
she is.
Twisters, I should just say.
Sabrina.
And then she dies immediately.
Oh,
That's true.
Damn.
Have you not seen that?
No.
Oh, my bad.
That's all good. I will probably forget by the time. Actually, no. That's the thing. Whenever someone like accidentally spoils something for me, even if it's for like a very like low I losing the word, but like a movie that kind of flew under the radar a little bit, like that doesn't get brought up a lot. I'll remember it. I'll remember it.
Yeah,
but I mean like. It doesn't matter.
I got spoiled. This one has stuck with me forever because I've literally tried to make myself forget it. But I was watching a video about Kick-Ass and the differences between the movies and the comics. They revealed the twist for Big Daddy in the comic rather than in the movie and how it was different. And it's like a big twist. Okay. It's very different.
I want to read that
I'm
now.
so pissed off.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I won't reveal it. I won't spoil it for them.
He won't spoil it.
Yeah, he's a good man.
He's a good man. Mm-hmm. What did we hit after that? I think
after
it was
the Terror
Jason?
Tram, was it Jason next?
It might have been.
I think so. Yeah, there was a little bit of a gap because we got food and stuff.
Yes.
So yeah.
So we went down to Jason, which I think is a great maze. I thought it was great.
That was a great maze. Yeah. I really think the confined, like tight rooms are like that's what makes that's the easiest way to like get someone with like a horror house type of thing. And I think that really benefited the Friday the 13th Jason universe style of like the cabins, just really great setting.
It's like the darkest maze and you're just surrounded by trees and
I love that it does a good job of making you feel like you're outdoors in like an open forest and then you go into like the cabins. It's pretty cool.
And like with like how like he would open like the window curtains. That's like a Friday. That's total Friday like jump scared.
I don't know if because sometimes you miss the timing. I don't know if you saw, but there's one part where he does a kill on like a prop that's missing the heart, and he comes up behind it and pulls the heart out from the front.
I saw that.
So
Yeah,
fun.
that was sick. Yeah.
That's a blast. I think a good scare section is the very end of the maze when you're walking out, and it's every Jason in the hall, and they jump out in your face.
Just popping
Yeah.
through
Great
windows.
one.
Yeah.
I really liked it when he was like on top of the car. Just
Yes, at
getting
the start.
Yeah,
That was a
right at the
cool
start. That was a
one.
really great one. Great first impression. I was like,
Also,
wow. Yeah.
if you've never been to Horror Nights and you're watching this, there is like genuinely impressive stuff going on in these.
Yeah, the
movies.
sets they build are really well done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like insane animatronics in a lot of them. Five Nights at Freddy's, which we'll talk about in a bit. Crazy stuff going on in there.
Yes.
But yeah, Jason Universe, which is what it's called,
Yeah, Jason
is very
Yeah.
good. Probably my favorite maze, to be honest.
That might be
Thinking
my
about it
favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good balance between like recognizable IP and like
being scary.
Yeah, which is like what the
And
best.
we
of
all
both
have
worlds.
history with Friday the 13th.
Oh
my
yeah,
God.
We
that
have
was many
a
moons ago.
long,
Many
maybe
Fridays ago.
potentially lost
Yeah.
media of us watching and reviewing all of the Friday.
I can
13th
re-upload
movies.
it.
You can
I
re-upload
have it
it.
on. I have
You
it
can
down.
put it on here. What
I
a
got the big
classic.
compilation.
That was
yeah.
a time.
That was a time.
I live in New Jersey, and at that time, they could only watch it at like midnight their time, which is the West Coast.
Oh,
so I would have to
yeah.
like take a nap or stay up until 3 a.m. to watch these movies, and then by the time I was done, it would be 5 a.m. and I just wasted 2 hours watching Jason do crazy shit. It was a miserable time.
You probably don't remember them because you're so
I
like.
don't remember
Yeah.
a single second of any of them.
What? Not even 6? The good one?
No,
Damn.
6
You also
is
didn't
awesome.
watch all of them, too.
I missed.
Yeah,
two
that's
of them.
true.
Yeah.
I was
missed.
not Milo.
I
I was
missed
there
Me and
for
Ben
it.
were there
5.
for all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually only remember the first one now that I'm thinking about it, which is like the worst.
Yeah, that one's my least favorite one.
No, you're
It's not. Well, Jason Goes to Hell.
I was gonna
Jason
go-
Goes to Hell.
Oh, I know your least favorite.
Takes
My-
Manhattan.
Oh, you know
is like
what?
tied with the first one.
I do remember Takes Manhattan because of the fight scene on the roof.
Yeah, when the guy's boxing Jason
Yeah,
on
he
the roof.
punches his head off.
Yeah.
That's the most amazing thing you can ever watch.
Great kill.
Mm-hmm.
I think after that we went to Fallout,
Yep.
which as a maze, if you're going in for scares and you're not familiar with Fallout, probably the worst maze.
Yeah. Yeah.
As someone who loves Fallout,
I did
and
not
really
watch
likes the
Fallout.
show, I thought it was fun, and I think you can appreciate the production
value.
design.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool seeing the power armor, the big Yao Guai. It also is the shortest maze. It's
very
in
short.
this
Yeah.
section of the park that's very small.
Also, it's funny because it feels like they did, like, it's very impressive, but the makeup in there felt like it wasn't as good as the other mazes. If you looked at the ghoul,
Yeah.
especially,
Rubber mask.
it looks like he's just wearing a rubber mask, which he
Yeah.
is, but it's like a lot of the other mazes do really cool makeup.
That also probably is the most complex makeup.
Yeah, that's
I
probably
would
the
say
hardest
so.
one to
Yeah,
do.
because when you
have
think
one
about it-
actor doing it for 12 hours straight, like yeah.
Well, it's like 6 kids. You know, you can be applying like the most
Yeah, it's
6 or 7.
6 or 7.
Yeah, 6 or 7 of them. Yeah, it's just a rotating door of like 20-year-olds.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Maybe just get a better mask.
Yeah, that's how it is that we didn't go on it this time. So we'll talk real in Terrifier. If you see Art the Clown walking around the park, and even the one that leaves the maze to bug you in line, that's all makeup.
Yeah. No,
But the
but he looked
ones
really good.
Yeah,
he
it's
looked
sick.
authentic.
and
yeah.
it looks good too. Like I'm not, but when you go into the maze, they are all wearing masks because
Yeah,
there's just so many Art
of
the
them.
Clowns.
Yeah.
There's so many people playing them.
You're right. I'm remembering that.
Yeah,
now.
because his facial expression doesn't change.
Yeah.
But still, that's a good maze. It's cool. It's definitely for the shock value. I've seen people get like cut in half and their scalps ripped off, and
Are you talking about Terrifier?
yeah,
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
It's cool. There's a wet room at the end. It's nothing crazy.
Isn't there
Yeah.
a poop room?
there's
There's
a poop room.
yeah.
They spray
There's a
poop
poop
spray, and
room.
I think people were complaining that it was making them nauseous.
It's awful stuff. It wasn't fun.
Yeah,
It's like
Um,
fake vomit. That's real vomit.
It's real vomit.
yeah.
For
And
me.
I think we were under the impression that the wet room would end with you getting sprayed with blood. It does not. It's just you walk through a kind of misted area.
Yeah. I got like a
So-
few droplets of water.
Yeah,
on
you're
me.
in this very misty.
droplets.
It's what it's cool. Same
Yeah.
thing with Fallout. It's cool.
But it's not worth the 3-hour
yeah,
line there.
I don't
was.
think
Oh,
any maze
yeah,
is worth
no.
a 3-hour line. But that one's crazy. I'm
Yeah.
glad that line filled up because all the other ones were short.
Yeah, we were chilling.
Yeah. First thing when we walked in, 3-hour lineup for Terrifier. Like actually, not
Yep.
exaggerating, 180 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
never. The most it went down to was like 120.
Yeah.
After that, we did,
Monstros,
I was gonna say
Yeah,
Monstros.
Monstros, yeah.
which is an original. They had 3 original mazes this year, and that one is part of a trilogy of Latin American folklore.
Yeah, they had La Llorona.
Yeah, I believe that was this year's La Llorona. Which was a crazy maze.
I thought it was
awesome.
That was
the most over the top one. I was like, holy shit.
The original mazes that they made themselves were probably the best of the night.
Yeah.
Besides Jason. But even then, I think they might all trump that one. Like
Monstros is so good. I love the makeups. I love the horse face monster that comes out at you.
Incredible.
I love the sequence.
Maybe the camera will see this picture.
Oh, it will see it. Yeah, I tested with the Adam Sandler.
But yeah, keep talking.
I love there's the sequence when, as in the folk, her children drown.
This is an animatronic from. We'll see if that. Yeah, it's check the camera if you can see it.
Yeah, you can kind of see it. Yeah.
I'll just send it. I'll upload.
Upload the picture.
Yeah,
but. It's crazy stuff.
Yeah, I love the part scene when you're walking across that bridge and it kind of looks like you're over a lake and you see the kid's face first drowned in the water.
Yeah,
she's like crying over them. She like runs up.
Dude, there was like 3 drowning kids.
Yeah,
that was crazy. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, they had the illustration of the child crying, getting dragged in.
Yeah, and I was like, man. I think it was you. I was like, man, you gotta follow him into the lake.
Like,
go to the lake.
No, Brando the child following.
Yeah. And there's, was that the one you showed where the kid is being eaten by it?
Yeah, that was the one that you showed. Yeah,
because there's multiple rooms where the big monsters break into the ceiling.
Yeah, it like tells a story as you walk. It's pretty cool.
That's a good one. Like I don't know, like Spanish like folklore with like those horror stories. Those like they're all like insane.
Yeah,
like they're really cool, man.
It's nuts. That one also leads into the best scare zone, I think, which is the witches.
Yes, I loved it. It was so like dark.
Yes, it's very smoke because it's a side kind of alley area of the park, so it's very smoky, and their costumes aren't so bright like the clowns, or even like the big crows where you can see them at a distance. So they kind of sneak up on you without you noticing them, and you kind of have to be like peering at it. Like, is that a person or is that one of them?
And, and then that's when they get you.
Yeah, one could come up from behind or something.
Like one got right into Nick's face, I think.
Yeah, I think it was Eli turned around to talk to us, and I told them, like, they could see, they were walking by, and I was, like, pointing at him, and I don't know how he didn't notice.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, great time. After that was FNAF, I think.
No, FNAF was the last one of the night.
No, WWE.
Oh, crap, you're right.
We have 2 more after that.
You're right.
We hit FNAF next, which we were in line, and multiple people were walking out. When we were in line, like, not worth the wait. Mm-hmm. And it was a 40-minute wait, too, A. And then B, I'm like, and someone went last time, I'm like, this is a good maze. It's not super scary.
No, it's for the vibes.
But it's cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool aesthetic. Even if you don't care about the games, like our friend Nick is like, I don't really give a shit about the games. But we left, he's like, this one's awesome. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, they actually had the ghosts of like the dead children.
Yes,
and,
they would pop out from the curtains.
Yeah, I was actually surprised they went that far with it.
Yeah,
I was like, oh wow, yeah, they actually showed the dead kids. That's cool, and they look like how they do in the games with like the tear streaks. But I mean, it's based off the movie, but like kind of take like a little bit from the games, like a little bit. Yeah, so that's like good, you know.
Yeah, the sets are awesome.
Yeah,
you walk through the security room, it looks sick. There's this part where you see like the animatronic. Chica! You see the animatronic like laying down, and then the mask with all like the
the saws,
the saws in it. It's so cool.
Then you even see Springtrap at the end.
Yeah, right at the end. Yeah,
that was cool.
You can actually see the man like in like the suit, like how William Afton is it, like I know like in the movies and how it's implied like in the games. Like like I don't know if it's like fake, but I doubt they actually put someone in that whole thing. But like. It was a good job. So like if you're looking at that guy, you can actually see like someone underneath like the suit, which is really cool.
It's Matthew Lillard.
He's just doing that. He's like,
waiting to film
no one knows I'm doing this.
Yeah, I think it's a cool maze. It's just fun. Like if you're like vaguely because I'm not like a huge like FNAF fan. I've seen the movie. I played the first game and I can't beat it.
I watched a lore video.
I did. I did watch an entire like 3-hour lore video.
Yeah.
But I forgot almost all of it.
Yeah.
But it was fun seeing just all. I just like the vibes of it.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Know?
Yeah.
And when you walk in, like the front of the maze is set up like the pizzeria, so you feel like you're walking in.
Yes.
It's set up.
It's
like
built on a
Chuck E.
sound
Cheese
stage.
Yeah, I just love it.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It's a great one. After that, the park was about to close. It was like 1:30 and the park closed at 2. And I was like, we got time for 2 more because the lines were gone. We went to... Every year, they have a musical guest that hosts a maze. And this year it was Slash. And the line for that one was like 2 minutes. There were a couple people...
I thought that was It's a Scarecrow.
Yeah, Scarecrow.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
okay.
Slide the Scarecrow. Yeah, it's that's the same one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got in. There were a couple people ahead of us. That was a really good maze.
I'm not remembering this one.
The Scarecrow one.
No, I know, but I think I was exhausted. And I remember the one after because we had a great experience, but I don't remember this
That
one.
one was definitely the most gnarly one. Like,
the Scarecrow one I thought was awesome.
It had an interesting smell to it that really
Oh, that's the rubber one.
Yes, it had a lot of rubber
Okay,
smells. There was a lot of
I remember it.
I think it was a great maze. It was pretty gruesome.
Extremely gruesome.
And then there was at the end you were getting sprayed by like air cannons or something.
Yeah.
That one tripped me out. I was walking through, I was like, "What's touching me?" Cool maze, good music, very creepy vibes. I love the crows that were everywhere. Like there's crows eating a body.
Yeah, the musical guest ones I guess are just really cool because I went the year prior and it was the weekend for his last year of 3, and it was the scariest maze of the night.
Yeah,
it was really it was cool.
Yeah, like I said, when I went years ago, it was Black Sabbath, and that was really cool.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
Looking back at it, but yeah, that was a really cool one. I think we ended the night very strongly because after that we went to WWE, the Wyatt Six, which I guess is a group of wrestlers in WWE.
So.
We're not wrestling fans, no problem. I'm just not familiar
Yeah.
with the story, but I guess I don't know if
they have lore.
Actually, no. A friend told me. Actually, my friend who helped us get in, he told me that they're like a pretty recent addition to like the WWE storyline, and people are like, "Why are they getting a maze, but not like someone else?" Anyways, when we went in, it was the last maze of the night. There was no wait time, and usually that means there's a couple of people ahead of you. But we went up, and the employees were like standing around, like kind of like on their phones.
Yeah.
And they saw us, they're like, "Oh, like go right in. Like this one's just for you." Like what? No one else in the whole maze.
Yeah.
So. That one, I think we all like had the best experience with it because it was like very personalized just to us. But also, like I think it's a little bit unfair to give it so many points because like none of the other mazes had that opportunity of being like custom made just for us.
But even outside,
but outside, it's a great maze.
Yeah.
I really think it's really good. It starts very strong. The first scare leaves a great impression because it's a TV screen, which are featured throughout all the mazes. Every single maze has like a screen on a wall playing a video. And it's the video introduction, but it is attached to a window that the guy pushes out and jumps into your face. Incredible scare.
Yeah.
Because you've been conditioned the whole night to be like, oh, it's a video screen. Nothing is going to happen to that. Everywhere else, you see a curtain, you see a window. You're like, okay, someone's probably behind that. That's the only time.
It's like an Arkham Asylum at the ending.
Yeah, it's the only one. Very well done maze. And we also just have like fun with the actors. Like they were always like the girl that was swinging back and forth in the glass was like waving at us and stuff like directly.
Distracting you.
So someone else can jump through. A big guy came out with a hammer and scared our friends that were with us ahead of me.
We walked into the room with the guy with the stilts.
Yes,
he was like rocking out with us.
Yes, he was like getting hyped up. We're all recording,
so
he started like flexing for the video. When the guy with the big hammer, he came out and like got 2 of our friends, went like right in their face. And before he went back to his hiding space, I saw him and I had my camera. I was like, "God, I was do it again." I was like, right in the game, and he jumped back in and ran out and got. I was like, "Thank you." Dude. So
Nick
that was really cool. Also, really good scare at the end.
Yeah.
When you're leaving and you think you're safe, it's an incredibly dark room, and there's the guy who's like the main character in the maze jumps out from this corner and gets right in your face. And even I saw him because he scared our friends, and when I ran the corner, I'm like, I know where he is. I can barely see him. I was like, I can barely see this fool, and I'm looking right at him. Yeah. So really well done, mate.
He went up right to me, and I was like, "What's up, man?" He was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, a lot of these actors get real close to you.
They do.
And it's a little unsettling. And a lot when you're walking around, there's scare zones. And
I know what you're
these
going to
people,
talk about.
Yeah, these people have they have weapons.
Yes.
And a lot of them, they
be
real
swinging
close. I saw people get within centimeters of other people's faces, and then one guy did hit a lady.
Not hard.
That was not hit. That was like a little and she was like, "What the?"
Yeah, I think they got upset. I'm like, I understand.
It's like, grow up. It was a little tap like that, and you can tell he was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, he stayed in character, but he was like, "Oh," and he ran. I'm like, whatever. I'm like,
it was like this, because all of them do it. I don't know if it's like a method, but they go like that.
Yes,
it's like
I felt like he was trying
to inch from the nose type of thing.
Yeah.
So if you do hit them, it's not like your fist.
Yeah,
I was gonna say another thing, but it's not like you're punching them in the face by accident. But
right.
I saw that, and they were like, they didn't make a scene, but they were bothered. So I'm like, I understand, but I'm like, it's just whatever. It's fine. He's not trying. She didn't get decked in the face.
Yeah,
I'm like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Like,
I think his weapon's like light plastic. Like they're not real
Yeah.
weapons. Like
Yeah.
yeah, and it was with his like finger, like
Yeah.
like and she was just like, oh.
They were.
She's like, she was like, what the fuck? And it's like this is what you paid for. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, if
Like,
you're gonna go to Horror Nights, be
You
game.
might get a little touch. Whatever.
yeah, if you get like,
If you get decked in the face, I saw actually.
okay, that's different.
Yeah, exactly. You get punched. That's a different story.
Yeah.
I actually saw a crazy one when I went. It was when I went on the Terror Tram years ago, and it was Walking Dead. And again, it's same as this year. They all come out with chainsaws, and there was a guy, and the person I'm with was an older guy that just a family friend that took me, and he saw this guy with a cane that was one of the customers. He had a cane, like a trench coat, kind of like a dark like hat.
Okay.
And
yeah.
my family friend who took me, he's like, this guy's looking to like get an issue or something. And what do you know? He gets bumped into like by one of the actors and like falls on it all dramatically, and you can tell the actor's like, he's like, oh my god, bro, like in his makeup, like you know he's panicking, and like 3 employees had to run over. My boss like, that dude is like for some fucking trouble, like hobbling around.
That's so stupid.
I don't know. But yeah, whatever. If you get knocked over, you get bumped. It's whatever. We saw someone in the aftermath of a fight or something when we left the Scarecrow Mesa.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
About it. Some people were getting pulled apart. That was a crazy thing. We also saw like an entire security team when we were in
like,
line
all
for
three of
Monsters,
them.
like rushing.
Yeah, rushing you like Despicable Me, like
Yeah, I don't know what was going on
People
that
were
night.
having a
What was
hard
in the
time.
water? We were everyone was having a crazy time. But overall, that's everything we did. I had a
Yeah.
great time. I loved it. That was one of the most fun nights I've had in a long time.
I think Horror Nights is fully worth it.
Yeah.
All
yeah,
the time.
definitely. Like, because I was here like back in July, and like Universal for one day was $120,
Yeah.
which is a little bit like that was a summer day, so that was a bit crazy, and I didn't have any choice at that point. I was like,
It
all
is
right.
pretty expensive
But
in the
like,
summer.
but like this was like $99, which is like $20 less, plus you get all the Horror Night maze access and all that. Definitely worth it in my opinion. Like there's cheaper days too. Like I saw some $79 days and things
Yeah,
like
well,
that. but-
when we went, it was $60.
oh, okay, yeah.
we
see,
went
there
over
you go.
$60.
Yeah.
It was great.
We just chose to go on a Friday.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Well, it's also
So-
mid-October.
yeah,
so
it's
most
like pretty much
Yeah.
Halloween because I saw the ones before that they were all the same. So I was like, okay, I'm not getting like totally screwed here,
Yeah.
but like you know.
Even it gets more expensive. Later
Oh,
on.
yeah, no, I saw
I
that
think
too,
it's up
yeah.
like $170.
Oh
But,
god,
I know. That's if you really want to get your scare on.
Yeah.
But we got our money's worth. That's all I'll say. I had a great time. I would love to go back next year.
Oh, absolutely.
Big recommend for Horror Nights.
This might have to become a tradition.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
perhaps. Yeah.
Might have to upload some of the footage we recorded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did get some good stuff.
Nick
Yeah.
got a good encounter with Art the Clown.
Yes, I will get the video of that and put it up. But the whole night, our friend was promising he would tell the Art the Clown, "Your movies suck," and he missed multiple opportunities at the end of the night. He finally got it, and the Art the Clown guy got pretty pissed. Well, in character, he was like, "Get out of here!"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to walk him out.
No,
Great time.
he like looked at us, then you were
Yeah,
like,
I was
"It's
like,
him!
it was him.
Yeah, he turned around and we all just pointed
Yeah,
at him.
like,
Yeah.
let's get him.
And like there were other people trying to get to him. He was like, get these people away from me so I can get to that guy.
Yeah, he wanted to keep bugging Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love getting interactions with the actors because I'm sure they get bored too. And
Mhm.
Yeah,
Speaking
it's
of
fun.
actors.
Yeah,
speaking of actors, we're gonna move on to X-Men news. I guess Lawrence Fishburne says he wants to play Professor X.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yes,
Oh.
and I guess he specifically said he's not gonna be joining Star Wars.
Why did he say that
Why?
specifically?
Yeah.
I guess someone must have asked him about it. I'm trying to find this entire quote, but
Dude's
he
got the
segmented
right
quote where
idea.
he said, "I don't need a lightsaber." I guess he's just not a fan. He's probably being, yeah,
Who
okay.
is?
He was being asked at a fan meetup about projects he would want to do.
Oh, okay. I mean, like he's also like in his like 60s, so I can see why if you were in Star Wars, you know, action and stuff, you know, maybe not like the
Man, dude,
number one thing.
tank his
But
career.
with Professor X, you're in a chair, you're all comfy, and you're okay. Calm down.
I'm just talking shit about Star Wars and nobody's acknowledging
Yeah.
it.
I was
Yeah.
incorrect. It's the opposite.
Oh, it's the
He's a
opposite.
big fan of Star Wars.
He's big. Yeah.
Oh,
He was
okay.
saying he's like, I'm watching everything Star Wars ever done. I'm watching Rebels. I'm good on the couch just enjoying it. I don't need a lightsaber. And it's
Yeah.
just like, he's like, I'm just fine being a fan.
He was like, speaking of sitting down,
Yeah.
Professor X.
What do you think about?
What
What do you guys think about the casting though? Like, would you
like
want that?
I really like him as an actor. I just kind of like I don't know. like with comic book castings, like obviously like with X-Men, you have like the iconic ones that are like Patrick Stewart was fantastic.
The X-Men one, I think, is probably the hardest castings to live up to.
Yeah, and like I'm open to like other people playing these roles. I'm not one of those people where it's like, oh no, it has to be Hugh Jackman, until the day I die. It's like no, I want to see other actors play these characters and have their fun with it, and that's how you like experience different sides of them because not everyone can do like the same thing. I think like he would be good. I'm not sure if I would pick him for that role, but like he was.
I wouldn't be mad if he got it.
But
I wouldn't be mad. Yeah,
he's bald.
Yeah, he's bald. Yeah.
So I mean, it's perfect.
He's bald.
No, I think.
I think conceptually it's a very similar role to Morpheus.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
that's what I've been picturing it against.
He does his voice thing.
Yeah,
and then, that would be.
I'd
cool.
be good if that was it. I'd be happy. You know what?
Yeah.
I wouldn't complain. I'm so curious what we're gonna get for those castings. Yeah. Because I think
they have to make them different enough. That's the biggest.
Those are
thing.
Gonna be the hardest.
Because if it's too similar, people aren't gonna like.
There's some characters that I think they need to like cast to be the ideal version of that character because the X-Men movies didn't do a good job for Cyclops, let's say.
Yeah.
So this version of Cyclops needs to be casted like comic accurate.
Yeah.
Like get this character perfect. People loved him in X-Men 97.
Yeah.
We need that. But then there's certain characters that are done perfectly in those movies, like Wolverine and Professor X and Magneto.
It's the ones that are gonna be hard to live up to.
Yeah.
I think I think the hardest ones to fall out to: Iron Man, Captain America, Wolverine.
Oh man,
Iron Man's a big one.
Those would be so hard. Wolverine, Professor X, Magneto. I mean, Jennifer Lawrence took about Mystique was a fan favorite. People love Mystique.
Yeah, she was the central character.
Yeah, I will say people were quite accepting of the First Class casting.
Yeah.
People came around. It's
definitely possible.
Yeah,
and I think the thing that did ease that one was they were playing the younger version.
Yeah, they eased people into it.
Yeah, so they were like, it's not replacing; it's just the younger version. This would have to be like you have to take this as the replacement for them.
It's really interesting that we got these characters near perfectly on the first try, that they're not like Batman and Spider-Man where you just accept it.
Yeah.
This is a big deal. Mm-hmm. But when there's a new Spider-Man or Batman, it is a big deal, but you kind of just are like, okay, but
you're open to different people.
One.
Yeah. It's kind of been James Bondified where you're excited to see the new approach to him.
Yeah.
Whereas we've had Wolverine and again like
I'm excited about that for these characters. Like I want these new characters. I love Hugh Jackman, but I'm over it. Please move on.
He's mad, dude.
Yeah.
I just want my comic accurate short Wolverine, who everyone calls smelly and gross.
Yeah, Wolverine, you see a little smelly, stinky man.
It's like, yeah, you pretty boy.
They can get the one from the Wolverine movie. Just superimpose Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, just do that,
dude.
Yeah,
perfect.
You're
Wolverine.
set.
He should have been the one Deadpool teamed up with throughout the whole movie.
That would have been an interesting reaction to that in the theater.
You want to stay on X-Men news?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love X-Men.
X-Men 97 got greenlit for season 3 before season 2's release, which is good.
Okay.
Because I guess I was unaware until after the show was done that the show didn't do great ratings wise.
Really?
I never heard that it charted or anything.
Yeah,
so.
I was under the impression that it was doing really well, and then I saw something that was like, yeah, I didn't do that great, but it's a really good show.
Yeah, everyone. I guess we're just in our circles, but everyone that I saw talking about it online loved it.
Yeah, it's again, everyone loves it. Just people weren't watching.
Yeah.
I think there were some it's just when that show came out, it was an interesting time because you had all these other MCU Disney Plus shows, and it was also animated. So you have that one crowd of people that's like, oh, it's animated, I don't want to watch it. But sorry, I'm just plugging this in here. But I think that was like a little bit of it, and there was some there were some grifters that were going after it for some certain things, but none of that reflected in the show itself. I don't even remember what they were actually talking about, but it was I got around to the show quite late. I think it was a year after it came out or something. Mm-hmm. I really liked it.
It's a great show.
Especially after watching the 90s X-Men, the original one, and then going to that one. Fantastic.
Really
really good.
That's such a picture perfect adaptation of the X-Men.
Yeah, the only thing I'm was the Magneto romance with
I didn't like that either.
I didn't like Rogue. Yeah, I was this is a little bit all right, you don't need to do that. But other than that, great, fantastic.
I've heard that season 2 is going to be they're I think one of the writers said they're shocked they greenlit it. It's going to be dark.
Wow.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
I think that show's amazing. The animation is great compared to like Invincible.
Yeah, I love it. And
Yeah.
also, I think it looks so much better than the other animation they use in What If.
Yeah.
Like this 2D,
way
3D
better than that,
blend is awesome. And there's an appearance in this show of Spider-Man, and I need that to happen.
Yeah.
I need them to continue
The
that
Spider-Man
series.
97,
Please,
I
for
believe
the
it
love
was.
of
Or
God.
probably before.
Yeah, if you're not getting Spectacular back, you may as well get the
We're
90s
never
one.
getting that. It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
I really don't think so.
I know. You know what's another one I want to come back that never will? Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Great show. Me and Brandon watched the whole first season recently. Great show.
Dude.
Marvel has a lot of good animated shows that don't get like the accolades that like BTAS
Well, I think
does.
those were coming out at the time where those DC shows were at peak.
Yeah,
People
you had
were
Young
loving-
Justice. And
Yeah, like
stuff
Young
like
Justice was the biggest,
Yeah.
I feel like, superhero cartoon for a long
Maybe
period
hot
of time.
take.
Until they brought it back and ruined it.
Earth's Mightiest Heroes is season 1 is as good as Injustice season 1.
Oh, I completely
Yeah,
agree.
it's so good.
that. I can believe it. I
Yeah.
mean, like,
It's
yeah.
fire. It's such a no one talks about it.
No.
It's crazy. You wouldn't know that it's as good as it is.
And there's, like, appearances from all the Marvel
Yeah,
characters. you
that's
want.
the best part. The Fantastic Four and Spider-Man, they just show up. They're like, there they are.
It's my
The Fantastic
favorite.
Four are here.
That my favorite.
That's my favorite.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. Now I gotta watch that one.
Yeah, highly, highly recommend. Did you guys see the first look at Daredevil?
No, I
Season
didn't.
2?
So I saw that when I was about to set my stuff up, so I didn't have a chance to look it up.
What, is it a trailer or an image?
No, it's an image showing his suit.
I
Oh,
saw
I
some
did
of the
see it.
on-set
He
stuff.
has the DDs.
Yeah, I saw
Oh,
that.
he's got the double Ds.
Yes. He,
Thank God. That means he'll have it in Avengers.
Right.
He will.
They changed their costumes in like
But
every
the-
different
now that
show.
the D is there, they can't take the D back.
They'll-
You know what I mean?
They're gonna
No,
take it back.
I don't know. I think that they're gonna keep it.
Yeah,
I think
like so. Yeah, I've seen the suit on set before they did the
Yeah.
official.
Yeah,
reveal.
this is their official. They
Yeah,
released
like
it.
I hope they learned a lot from the first season of Born Again. Like that show, there was a lot of like conflicting reports of like how extensive the reshoots were. They were not as extensive as we were led to believe. So there's a bit of a
Yeah.
clash for sure.
Isn't the whole... I never finished it because I kind of lost...
I know that's crazy. I was the only one that actually finished.
Yeah,
it.
I lost my interest in that. But
Yeah.
didn't you say the whole middle of the show was like unchanged? It was
Yes,
just
that's
the
what.
last-
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
They,
no.
they reshot the first two and the last two episodes.
Yeah.
And redid a couple scenes in the middle of the show.
Yeah, like the original episodes had some like okay moments, but there were episodes that like had like nothing to do with what else was going on. Like
Yeah.
it was like what people exaggerate what filler is sometimes. Like some of them, like the one with like Miss Marvel's dad was like extremely filler. It's like, all right, stop. You don't have to like make like force this to happen in the Daredevil thing. Because Daredevil, it didn't chart that well. It didn't chart at all. It was actually one of the lowest performing Disney Plus shows, and that's coming from the legacy with Netflix, where it was like one of the biggest Netflix shows.
Yeah.
So it totally like tanked. So honestly, I think they're lucky that they got a season 2. But hopefully season 2 turns things around and we'll get back on track. I think it needs to have some viral moments in the show.
So it's said that like the showrunner said this directly ties into Brand New Day.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I think it kind of has
Crazy.
to. You have the Punisher in the first season
Yeah.
of this, so
Yeah.
it makes sense. Yeah.
So I think this season might be pretty big, and like it will have the Kingpin setting him up, what he'll be doing in Spider-Man. I don't know if that ever got confirmed.
What's gonna matter though when it's confirmed that after the next 2 Avengers movies, it's rebooting?
Well, I think they
Are
said
they
a
gonna
soft reboot. It's not a full reboot.
It'd be
So,
cool,
like-
like in like the
I'm-
soft reboot universe. It's like the '90s cartoon where like Kingpin is in control of everything.
Yeah.
It just kind of goes from there, so you don't have to watch Born Again because like I think if they want people to watch season 2, people are gonna get put off from season 1 and then not go ahead with season 2. That happened with like Andor. Like when Andor was when the second season came out, and people were saying that it was performing quite well. That was a lot of people rewatching season 1 or watching season 1 and then kind of giving up on it. So I hope that doesn't happen if season 2 is really good. I hope that they market it so that either as like a separate show or just something, just so that people can just jump right into season 2 if it is good. Because I feel like a lot of people are going to be put off or just give up on it based on season 1. That's a concern.
Here's the thing. To your point, Evander, I mean, you can make that argument now for all the Marvel movies coming out and Fantastic Four.
Well,
that
this
just
is
came out.
this is my thing. We don't know what's happening. What do we know that's happening after what's?
all Kevin
Tom
Feige
Holland
has said.
and X-Men. That's
Yeah, but I'm
we
saying
know.
what movies are confirmed? What?
For post,
Yes, for
I
post reboot.
don't think anything.
Nothing.
X-Men.
Well,
X-Men is
but
the first one.
That's
Okay.
like yeah.
And
X-Men,
Fantastic Four.
Spider-Man, Fantastic Four.
Did the sequel get
Yes.
confirmed?
Yes.
Okay.
So here's what I'm
So
assuming.
the '90s cartoons are now
Yeah.
the primary.
Everything's pretty much done, like story wise. If you think about it, like
Yes.
Fantastic Four. Yeah, sure, they have a movie that takes us in a different reality that's about to apparently get destroyed. So their part two could be a whole thing. Spider-Man could potentially what my assumption has been is that Spider-Man, or how I'm looking at it, I assume that we're gonna get kind of a blank slate of stories.
I hope so. Yeah, that would be cool.
When it reboots, certain characters will come back, but I assumed that like Civil War will not have happened.
Yeah.
Infinity War will not have happened. So what do we like? This Kingpin story. Are we gonna like when this reboot happens? Is Daredevil gonna have are the events of Daredevil gonna be canon? Are they gonna have to wrap up the story before
what
that?
Kevin Feige said directly is that certain things he does not enjoy will be taken out of the universe, and that certain characters will be recast.
Yeah.
So, like, I've heard like people were saying he doesn't like Civil War. Like that.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Well, like the way they did it because
Okay.
they didn't have access to the characters. So that event will be removed, but everything else will still be.
But
canon.
what about events like Infinity War that hinge so
Well,
heavily?
those big things I think will probably also be removed.
Okay.
But like it's like the DCU where it's vaguely canon, but as the universe goes on, it will decanonize other things that have happened.
It'll be like the comic
here's the thing
books.
but that sounds to be opposite of the DCU. The DCU is everything is not canon unless we tell you it isn't, right?
Well,
So is that what they're
yes
going to
and
do?
no.
So
I mean, like,
well, the DCU. Everything
I know
is
that that's
not,
what like they're saying, but like they're I don't know.
Do you assume that like Man of Steel is canon?
Well, no.
Yeah.
I'm assuming everything in the Suicide Squad is canon until we're shown other.
I mean,
Yeah.
you also have Peacemaker season 1. I know like the Justice League thing, got retconned, but that was like a straight up retcon. They retconned that, So like,
Yeah,
that's
but
the thing.
the other thing is, so with the DCU, all we know is that Suicide Squad and Peacemaker seem to be canon, and
Yes, Suicide Squad sort of.
I mean
Until further notice.
the Suicide Squad always had that controversy where people were like, how is this canon to the DCU?
Yeah, I know. We're just
so it's
going
that
over
yeah,
that again.
yeah. So I feel like it's not like the MCU, which has like 20 years of like
No,
lore.
it's not.
So I feel like if they're gonna reboot,
It's a little similar.
yeah, it is. But like, there's just so much more. There's so much lore. There's so much history. So many things have done. So many characters have had so many interactions. So many events hinge on other events.
Yeah.
It's so interconnected.
I was thinking, like, how is, like, the Spider-Man stuff going to go? Because, like, Tom Holland, I think he only has, like, the 3 more movies, and he says that he's, like, done or something. So, in the new universe, you'll have, like, 2 more Spider-Man films. Maybe this one sort of counts. And then you have these previous, like, 3 films that, like, aren't going to be, like, canon, basically. So, I feel like if you're going to, like, go on, like, a Tom Holland Spider-Man binge, for instance, it's not going to, like, connect as, like, a cohesive narrative a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's
the worry, I think.
I think that's what they need to. I think they need to, once it's Secret Wars, the last Avengers movie. I think they need to be like, look, fresh start. Pretend that nothing happened before. If we reference something, then that happened. I think that's how they should handle it.
Yeah.
Okay,
And,
so if that's the point, then I have a feeling when the Spider-Man, whatever number it is, 5 comes out, they'll just recap the events in some way.
Yeah,
and then
that's fine.
canonize
If they want to say like, yeah, sure, it's some variation where he fought Vulture and this and that. Cool, that's fine with me. And they can even say if they wanted to make it more close to the comics, they could be like, he's dating Mary Jane at the start of this one, and just be like, yeah, kind of just it was Mary Jane, like traditional Mary Jane instead of MJ.
Yeah,
and then they can leave it up to assume that. I think that's the stance they need to take. It's going to be really confusing for
Here's the
some
thing.
people.
Yeah.
Because this is not like DC. This has like years of lore that's so interconnected.
What if they time jump it? Because with the reboot, they're never going to get to Miles as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
If they reboot this Spider-Man.
Well, I don't think they should reboot it. I think they should. I think that. How would I phrase this? I think that Spider-Man 5, the 5th Tom Holland movie, he should be at the point of his career that he is at the end of 4, right? So you can. I think they shouldn't. Spider-Man 5 in this new timeline should not be like Peter Parker's first year.
No.
So that way they can still go up to Miles.
What I'm saying is, like, what if there's a kind of significant time gap where now they can do the things that the comics are currently doing and they're focusing so heavily on, which is Miles and Peter Parker having a family.
Yeah. I think you can do that in 5. I think that'll be fine. I also think something that they should talk, and I think they can open the door to this, is I think they should be like, if an actor like Tom Holland wants to do 3 more movies, but we want to do 6 more Spider-Man movies, he can drop out at the third one.
They need to be open to recasting, like James
which is what they've said. Which is what they've said. They're like, we're going to recast some characters. They need to be willing to do that with the universe ongoing.
Yeah. Because Black Panther, they messed that up.
Yeah, and that one, I don't want to hold too much against it because I think a lot of, like, even I was like, don't recast him. I was like, leave him. But then, it was a very emotional time.
I got it at the time.
It was a very, like, rough time because, like, he was, Chadwick Boseman was such a, great actor, so good as the character. And I think a lot of people felt very, like, close to him. He's, like, a very charismatic guy. People really just liked him. He just seemed really cool. So they were just in a very difficult spot with what to do. And I think ultimately for the sake of the franchise in the long run, I think that wasn't the correct decision. I think even like his Chadwick Boseman's brother was like he wanted you guys to like
Black Panther should be one of those characters you can recast. I think he said that before, like he wants it to be a legacy.
Well, that's his brother specifically said he's like he wanted you guys to keep using the character.
Yeah, so.
But it was a tough spot. Ultimately.
It was. I understood it. It was respectful, even if that's not what he would have wanted. But it's like
I think they've learned the lesson. And,
but also,
hopefully nothing like that happens
at this point, they should have corrected that.
Yeah, I do agree. Like
they're going to correct that.
It's been a multiverse saga for like 5 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten them.
And
back.
with even with Marvel Zombies, Black Panther appears and does not have any lines of dialogue.
That's crazy.
You know what they should have done? He should have been in Fantastic Four. Because that's originally where he
That would have been so sick, actually. That would have been so sick. Oh, dude, Fantastic Four 2, if he appears there, I'll freak the fuck out. Dude.
That would be incredible.
I love the 90s Fantastic Four cartoon was just adaptations. Like, all the Marvel 90s cartoons were just straight up adaptations of the comics. And my favorite episode growing up was the Black Panther one. Yeah. Because it's sick. He's literally like Batman. He has contingencies for all like the Fantastic Four members. This is his first ever appearance. They just show up and he just fights them in like some kind of death trap and they help him fight like Claw.
Him and Fantastic Four are very
they're very closely connected.
So,
which also makes sense because they're connected to Namor. He's connected to Namor. Doctor Doom, stuff like that.
That bastard.
Yeah, big fan of that. That sounds sick to me.
I hope they do that.
Yeah. On to funny news, something we willed into existence on our last episode.
Oh?
We got an update on the Quantic Dream Star Wars Eclipse game.
Did we really?
Wait, actually? Oh.
Yes.
Holy
yesterday,
shit.
They said it's still happening. They expanded their studio and made like some, I don't know what it is, but they've been working on a game. And I guess it just dropped its first trailer. But they were asked about it. They're like, it's still in development. Like, don't worry. They've been expanding the studio and working on this big project. I'm assuming it's something they had to do for their investors or whatever. Like, you got to do a multiplayer. But yes, they just yesterday were like, it's still in progress.
Okay, yeah. It's set during the
High Republic.
High Republic. So like 90-ish. That might have been the Acolyte timeline, but like it's like it's like right before like Phantom Menace, like 40, 50 years or something.
I think
I might be wrong.
A story-based Star Wars game sounds cool.
Yeah, I mean you need those. Yeah, I mean
that sounds awesome.
With the level of choice that they put in their games, I can only imagine what that story.
Yeah, I don't think Ben's played a Quantic Dreams game before.
You haven't played Heavy Rain or Detroit?
I've never played any of those. Yeah, I know. I'm missing out. Yeah.
Beyond Two Souls, I think it's the other one.
So, this is Telltale lies to you. This game tells you the truth.
You will get
I've seen great stuff about Detroit.
I've told this story to you guys before, I think, but I remember when I was playing through Detroit Become Human, I was texting my friend, and I was like, man, this crazy thing that just happened. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, it's like halfway through the story. This isn't even at the end.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this. And they're like, no, that character died. And I'm like, no, that character lived from... You can branch the story, like, from the very start. You can branch in crazy different directions. Yeah. Okay, it's not like... I remember Telltale, you can make Renee Montoya quit, and she's back in the next episode. And she didn't quit. Yeah. So annoying. You can massively, massively change the events.
Mass Effect, if you will.
That's why when that game comes out, I'm going to be so excited to talk about it with you guys because
it's going to be all different.
Yeah, we're going to be completely different places. Oh man.
Yeah, no,
Very
I
exciting.
hope it's really good. We don't really know anything about it other than that trailer from like
Yeah, it's
Yes.
years ago.
just
Like when I was
A
in,
bunch of different planets.
when I was in college.
Yeah.
Like
dude, that's
A bunch
crazy.
of
I
different
need to
planets
look
we'll
up
be
the
looking
trailer.
at.
yeah,
Detroit Become Human, that ending, if you don't get the good endings, is like heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It's devastating.
You just spent
so I'm
hours-
so excited to see what they do with it, because that shit, I remember I got this horrible ending where the little girl like freezes to death in the river and you're trying to like drag her body to like across the shore.
3 years ago,
3 years.
3 years of radio silence.
Yeah.
22
That's
million
crazy.
views, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sadly-
people were excited for it. Like,
Sadly, the fucking state of video games, unfortunately. Everyone like, here's our game 10
Yeah.
years later.
well, like they also completely overhauled KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic,
Yes.
the Revan game.
Yeah.
So, again, like people like
Is that one
it was
actually
like this
happening?
game. That one's actually happening now.
Okay.
There
Because I
was-
remember the guy dropped down and it was dead in the water.
No, like yeah. So they
back.
got rid of the creative crew on that. There was some controversy around it because they were going to change a lot of stuff with the original game apparently. But they completely gutted that, and it's under a new studio now.
Okay.
And these guys, from comments they've made before, it seems like they really respect
Okay.
the original game. So
That's-
it seems like it's in a really good place.
That's good. It's
It's
'cause-
the RPG, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
and
that's-
it's by BioWare,
Yeah,
who made
BioWare,
Mass
yeah.
Effect and Dragon Age, and they are noted. I don't want to hate.
Yeah.
It's probably best they don't have it right now because they are the people who built. It's kind of like Rocksteady. The people who built BioWare, the BioWare that I know growing up with like those games is just it's all gone. It's like now the people made like Dragon Age Veilguard and like Mass Effect Andromeda. It's just not the same people.
Yeah.
There were some leaks from the new KOTOR. It wasn't like anything crazy. It was just like some models of some blasters or stuff like that. I mean, like they look like blasters. They look cool. But yeah, like they are working on it. They didn't say when, but like it's the exact same scenario as this, where Star Wars game announced like 3 years ago. I think like almost around the same time as
Yeah.
I think
Eclipse.
it might have been in the same.
The Star Wars one was during a PlayStation thing.
Was
That
it?
one was at like a Gamescom or something like that.
I
But
remember it being very close.
they were
together.
super close. We like that era because like we had Mando season 2, we got Luke Skywalker
man.
back, we got these games. Then everything just went like
dead silent.
like nothing went on. I don't know what happened over there, but
The hype was real. We were like, Star
Yeah.
Wars fatigue will never set in.
yeah, right. But
Right.
yeah, I hope they're really good. I hope these new movies they're making are really good. I would love to see Star Wars have that comeback, but I mean, we'll see. Yeah.
This Starfighter one better be good, or else I'm gonna be real pissed. Using my boy Ryan Gosling and that shit, man.
I know speak.
Also, this Star Wars Eclipse, this trailer tells you nothing. The
Yeah.
story that they originally had planned might have completely changed at
Yeah,
this point.
like that trailer, like I remember like watching it because it didn't look like Star Wars at first, and then it transitioned into the Star Wars stuff, and everyone was like, ah! But yeah, like I think we were on like a PlayStation call or something
were.
when we were watching that because we were like, this looks like really cool and like different, and it was Star Wars. We're like, oh,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Absolutely, that's correct.
but I like if they revealed this project today, I don't think it would have like the same reaction. I think people would be like, "We'll see," which is kind of like my stance. But I hope it's really good. I hope it's good. I want them to make good Star Wars. So
I'm a huge
Yeah.
Quantic Dream nut. I
have
love
faith in
David.
that for sure.
It's the studio's run by one guy named David Cage. He like writes all of his games himself, and he has this insane one. Look at what it's called, and we're actually done on topics real quick. But I'll have to show you some gameplay from it. I'm trying to remember the name, but it's such a weird like, yes, Fahrenheit.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's like a PS2 era game. Indigo Prophecy. It's just like a psychotic mess of a game where you it's like a decision based one. But basically if you don't make like the right decision, you just die horribly.
okay.
It's so funny.
That's cool.
We'll talk about it after, but for now, Comic Book Club.
Yeah, Comic Book Club.
Okay.
We're out of
wait,
topics.
we
It was a
saw
short
the-
topic week.
Wait, do you have something else you want to say?
Yeah.
Okay,
What?
we'll talk about that first.
Okay.
We saw Tron today.
Oh,
Oh!
yeah, that completely,
You guys-
that completely escaped.
Forgot.
Yeah.
We actually saw all 3 Tron movies in
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
past
over
couple
this
days.
trip. Yeah.
Brandon had never seen any of them.
No.
So we'll start with the first one.
Awful.
I don't want to be mean. I don't like being mean to that one because like
No, look. Good for the time, I'm
Yeah.
sure. but this movie is.
It is hard to watch now. Yeah,
I think it has great themes. Like
Yes.
I was like it's when I was watching it because I saw it as a kid not long after Legacy came out, and I was like really hyped to watch it. And I was like kind of like okay.
yeah.
Like,
As a
all
kid,
right. And then I rewatched it and I had the same reaction as an adult.
yeah.
Like, I really like the themes of the movie. I like the ideas behind it. I just think, like, obviously the time, like, really held them back. But it was also revolutionary at the same time with the technology. And it didn't do crazy well when it came out. But,
No,
like,
it
obviously, it became, like, a cult classic.
Yes. Everyone's dad knows that movie. Everyone's
Yeah.
parents from the time know it. But it didn't do very well. Like, I know both my parents were like, oh, Tron. That was a movie that came out when I was younger. Like, Tron, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You watch it, and you respect it for what it is. It's the first time a movie was made in that way where it's, like, all CGI, like, all artificial backgrounds and blue screen. Like you're saying, I like the themes of, like, free will and independence and choice and stuff like that.
It lays out great groundwork for the characters, but it doesn't, like, reach that.
Yes. I also think it's hard... Because the animation, again, great for the time, hasn't aged well, obviously. It kind of feels like it puts like a wall between me and it where I can't connect with what's going on. And I kind of feel like I'm looking at it through a haze is how I view it.
There's also some very interesting directing decisions that I thought made the movie, like it was a comprehensible story, because there's some people that, like, used to say that about it. Like,
yeah,
I think it's comprehensible,
like,
but, like, it's not as comprehensible as, like, I would like it to be. Because, like, there's some things that are just very jarring. And I'm someone where, like, old effects for movies, like, they don't bother me at all. I love old films. Like, I watch a lot of films from the 30s, 40s. Like, I love that era. And obviously, this is in the 80s, so there's a big jump in, effects and all that. And obviously, it is a big jump in effects, and it was a very bold leap at the time. But, yeah, I mean, like, respect it for what it is. I think, like, it laid out some, again, great groundwork that we'll touch upon later. But it was a movie. Like, it was a movie. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun to watch with friends. If I watched that by myself, I probably would have gone on my phone.
I would not have watched that by myself. But watching with friends made it tolerable.
Yeah. You really didn't like
Sark and the Master Control.
Yeah. I also didn't know that Tron was a dude that you barely focus on.
Yeah, Tron
is just a guy.
Yeah, Tron is like if Star Wars was named after Han Solo.
Yeah, Han Solo or Boba Fett.
Yeah, he's just a guy based off one of the characters in the real world, but they never really make it like that Flynn is Flynn in there. And the guy kind of just drops. Like, the one guy, he's like, I made Tron.
They never acknowledge that he looks like Alan as well. Because
Alan
when I watched the movie for the first time, I, like, remembering it, I was like, yeah, Alan has, like, a good amount of screen time. He's not really in the movie, like, at all. So I was like,
no, he's in the star, and he has, like, one-liners like, I made this new figure, Tron.
Yeah, I made this, like, security program.
Yeah, and then you see Tron throughout the movie, but they never really make a huge deal of being like, that's Alan. Like, Flynn is never like, you look like Alan, or calls him Alan or anything like that.
I think if you're watching this for the first time, you might piece it together with, like, the Yuri character looking like the human female. I'm forgetting the name.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you don't follow the story, then you probably don't realize what's going on.
Here, I will say this. Until she was introduced and I realized that they looked alike, I did not know that the dude with glasses in the real world was playing Tron.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Yeah, that's the point.
Those glasses were really doing the Clark Kent thing.
Yep.
I could not tell the difference.
And also the black and white filter over his face when they're in the ground.
I liked that.
I
do. I like it.
That was cool.
My favorite part of this movie was when they play scoop ball.
Yeah,
I found out
that's what it's called. Oh, thank God.
Scoop ball.
Scoop ball.
Yeah, we played that as a kid.
So you just have a big scoop ball hand.
It's a claw.
Yeah, it's a big claw, and you gotta hit the circle.
They throw it,
and then the floor disintegrates as you go.
And Flynn's like, no, I won't kill him.
But they're having like fun doing trick shots.
Yeah, they're smiling, and Lion's like, I threw it. Because he's forced by Sark, the villain, to play against another guy, another program. And the whole time they're just going ham, like. But then also like the guy's like, I'm gonna do a crazy shot. And he throws it, and Flynn guy's like, haha, and he throws it back. And then the guy falls, and Sark is like, kill him. And all of a sudden Flynn just he's like, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm like, what is happening? What is going on?
So this is the segment
movie?
where it's like, is Tron overrated? We're in the same position as the Fortnite kids.
Is Tron overrated?
Is Tron overrated?
Tron Legacy.
Tron 1. I think everyone thinks what we think about Tron. Like,
I'm pretty sure.
It's like respect for what it is. It's hard to watch now. It's cool. Like cool ideas. I'm glad it exists. I think that's the general consensus, right? Here's what we all think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody is cool. Glad it exists. Moving on. Tron Legacy.
Goated!
That one, I liked when I was younger.
Yeah.
And, you know, at the time everyone hated it. And I grew up and now I see everyone's like, this movie's actually based. It's so good. And to me, whenever I hear that, I'm like, that means it probably fucking sucks. And some loser is like, my nostalgia is blinding me and I hate everything modern stuff. Remember this thing I watched when I was a kid? It's actually an underappreciated masterpiece. I'm like, can't you just say that you like it? Like, why does it always have to be like ahead of its time
Legacy
masterpiece?
is one of my favorite films.
Yeah.
Evander's favorite YouTuber. Anyway.
Anyways, so when we were watching Legacy, I was like, great. I'm like, it's probably fine, and I'll watch it and be like a bunch of freaking losers saying this movie's so good, and even though it's just whatever, it's not. It's really good. It was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, no.
It's super cool. I love that they how they redesigned the world and made it look awesome and badass. They even fixed in the original film. They throw frisbees. They're full on frisbees.
Yeah. That you can scoop and drink water out.
Yeah,
of.
yes. Yeah. And they turn them into discs in this one, which I think is much cooler. They can grip it and throw it. Awesome. Love the armor. I love that they turned the armor black instead of that white.
And they make you care about the characters from the first one, like, a lot.
Dude.
They do a great job of that.
I was getting so hyped when you saw Tron's backstory of how he got turned into Rinsler, because, I guess to explain lightly the story of Tron is Kevin Flynn goes into the grid, and he meets Tron, who is a security program, and the grid is computers, and every program we write, as we write in the real world, are just represented as people living their own lives in the grid. And since Tron is a security program, he can fight, and he's friends with Kevin Flynn, who's a human who goes into the world, and his avatar program is Clue, and he goes into this world to rebuild it with Clue and Tron, and Clue does that thing that all AIs do where they're like, humans are the thing that are going to stop us from progressing, so I have to kill you. And you don't know what happens to Tron in this movie until you see the flashback, and it's revealed that the villain, Rinsler, who doesn't talk, is actually Tron, who was beaten by Clue, and Flynn thought he died saving him. But he lived, and he became evil. It's awesome. It was so sick. I love the disc that when he's wielding two discs and throwing them.
He grabbed the second one. Dramatic foreshadowing.
Yes.
Brandon didn't pick up on it.
I did.
I don't know if you did.
I figured it out.
Okay, all right.
It's so awesome. It's just such a cool movie.
Really
Everything about it is cool. The soundtrack is awesome. The Daft Punk singing is awesome. You like Sam Flynn. The soundtrack is awesome.
Yeah, Core is cool.
Yeah.
Yes, Core is cool. I like the first scene when... That's another thing that was funny. In the original, when they're playing that game, the scoop ball game, it's just them in this big, endless black void, and the villain Sark is watching them. And it's like, I guess it's implied they're doing it for the entertainment of the Master Control program. But in Legacy, it's a giant arena. It's this stadium where all the programs are watching them, and you see Sam Flynn, the son of Kevin from the first movie, is like fighting, and like everyone's watching them. Awesome scene, very cool. I love when he fights Rinsler, and the gravity turns upside down, and they're running across the roof of the cage.
Yeah,
just full of cool stuff from beginning to end. Clue, I think, is an awesome name.
Yeah, awesome villain.
Yeah, he's just sick.
Yeah, it's cool that they took the little like program from the first film.
Yes.
And then
Clue is barely in the original movie.
Yeah.
In the opening of the movie, Kevin Flynn is on his computer trying to hack into the company, and that is represented by his avatar Clue trying to get into the company. He ends up dying in the first 5 minutes of the film.
He speaks like a robot.
Yes.
He's like,
He's brought back in this one. I guess Kevin rebuilt him and tried to create this new digital world. But I think lots of cool stuff in that one. Lots of cool visuals.
Yeah, it's aged quite well.
Yes, the visuals are the only thing that falters in that movie is the de-aging on Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, but it's okay because they in the computer world.
Yeah,
so
he's
like
the computer
PS3 character.
Not
Clue is
the
except in the beginning.
It looked like an
beginning.
Uncharted cutscene or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no. Because we were like, how is this gonna how is this gonna look? And then it showed me like, yeah.
But they did a good job at
the
first,
shadows.
where
the
they had
shadows.
shadows, and they mostly did the back of his head.
Yes.
Like, look at that luscious hair. But then after that, they do the.
Well, that probably
Right.
was someone's. The back of that probably is someone's real back of their head.
Yeah, it is. For sure.
You know?
But then, like, you see the face.
Yeah, and you're like,
it's
oh.
like, ooh.
Yeah. I think you use a little George Lucas touching up, like 10, 15 years after the movie came out. Yeah.
I'm a fan of Kevin Flynn as a character, especially in Legacy. Because I like that he is presented as this, like, he kind of does undergo the hero's journey. He kind of is the Luke of this universe. Mm-hmm. Where in the first film, he's new and he gets into this world. And in the second film, he's like this older badass who like very much understands the world.
Yeah, he's a Jedi master.
Yes, and you see more of him in the third one. And that those characters are kind of written in an expected way, like Frodo and Luke and all those guys are written very similar. I love that he's just Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
Like he's just a chill guy who wants to vibe and is like, man, he literally one part when he's talking to his son about that, he's like, we were vibing, man, just creating new worlds. It's like, I just love that he's like this chill, laid back guy who's also like a god. Yeah. It's such a unique take on that character. Awesome all around.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the third one. Unless you have anything to say about that one.
Yeah, no, like I really I liked it quite a bit as a kid. I watched it a few times because first time I saw it, I didn't watch it in theaters. We got the Blu-ray of it like right when it came out on Blu-ray. And I was really surprised by that movie because we had like a newish kind of like TV at the time, and like I was like, damn, this is like really cool. And I was one of those guys where I was like, when's the sequel? When's the next one? And then it was like no. 15 years later.
We got it.
15 years later.
Not as much of a gap between 1 and 2.
My least favorite part about this movie is that it made me care about characters we'll never see again.
Yeah, Tron. When at the end when Tron falls into the water after he breaks his program to save Kevin, and you see him turning blue. I'm like, It makes you like. I know. It's crazy that Tron has like 10 minutes of screen time across 3 movies. And in the second movie, he doesn't even say a single word. And I don't know anything about him in the first movie. But I'm like, I fucking love Tron. Yeah, I know. I'm like, this guy's awesome. Yeah. He died trying to save his friend and got turned into an evil program. I need him back. Yeah. I'm like, where is Tron? Is he safe?
They do a great job. Yeah. And spoilers.
Doesn't
you don't see him again. Yeah.
You never see him again. The last thing you see is him falling in the water and turning good. I don't know why that hits so hard.
Yeah. It's incredible. That movie really, it draws you in, and when you're locked,
that movie captures your imagination.
It makes me want to rewatch it, even though like I want to. It's like now I want to rewatch it.
We'll probably put it on after this. To be honest,
I want more Tron. I don't know.
Well, we got more Tron.
Yeah. You got Tron Ares.
And now it's your fault that we're not getting any more Tron.
Yeah, because Tron Ares is all right.
It's all right. I mean, it's all right.
Yeah,
like, to quote the PDF guy, but like,
it's all right.
It's not as bad as people are making out.
Yeah,
to be. Like, not at all.
I think people are mistaking the horrible box office
like crazy. I wonder how this is going to turn out. But anyway, it's fine. We got a little excited there.
Yeah. I'm curious. I'm curious. I see that people are mistaking
Who's pulling up images as we talk about
the bad box office for Tron Ares, and they are conflating that with how bad they think the movie is, because we live in a time where box office equates quality to so many people.
Yeah.
And you went and watch it, and you're like, oh, this movie made less money than Morbius. This is going to be Morbius level bad. And you watch it, you're like, oh, all right.
Yeah. Right. Like, my dad sent me a thing, like, right after we saw the movie, of, like, a little article that says Jared Leto went to a Tron Ares screening, and there was almost no one in the theater. And I told him that was our theater just as, like, a joke, and he actually believed it. He was like...
I mean, our theater was empty. Our theater was empty.
He's like, there's not, like... You gotta think about it. It's like there's not that many people that saw this movie that he actually expected that to be real, and he's someone that's just like whatever. And then he's like, really? I'm like, no. Like,
it is.
Didn't do that badly. Like, come on.
Almost did.
And well, I mean, it's not doing great. $180 million budget, by the way.
It crossed $100 million this weekend on the second weekend.
Well, look at that. You still got $80 million to go to break even, plus marketing that we don't know about. Yep. So
marketing is usually like double the budget, right?
I can't believe that that's true. Really
I don't know if that's true.
People say that, but I'm like, okay.
I think like it used to be true when movies had like lesser budgets.
Yeah, when budgets were closer together. But I'm like, okay, if you make a movie for $100 million, that's a lot of money. Yeah. And you're gonna spend $100 million on budget. Okay, so
I'd be surprised if it was.
Say you make an Avengers movie for $200 million. Are they gonna spend $200? I'm like, how many billboards can you buy?
Well,
like how many billboards and trailers?
What does marketing costs go to? does that also go to merchandising, or is that completely different?
No,
That's a little
different.
bit
That's
different.
different.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's
we're
just
talking
ad space.
strictly billboards, bench things,
Buying
like that
time
Trailers, yeah.
buying spots and during TV.
YouTube ads that you
Yeah.
get that you want to skip but you can't.
It's like how many of those exist? How many
Yeah,
slots exist in
That
the
shit
world?
is everywhere for those months that it's building.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But I'm like,
I didn't see any for this movie aside from like maybe like
This
one thing on TV.
That's true. I could. What I'm saying is like I maybe believe it for superhero movies.
Yeah,
Because that stuff
I
is
can
everywhere.
Kinda. Like Superman, I could believe it. I think they went all out with Superman.
yeah, for sure. But I don't think it's always double the budget.
Yeah, no,
No,
I think
definitely
we
not
agree
always.
with that.
People, people sound like that's not the case. You don't actually know. And also, fun fact for people who don't know anything about film, every movie makes its money back. Because once you get through the distribution deals and get into different countries, they always make back their money. Literally, like, almost every single movie in history has made back its money. But everyone who's on YouTube was like, this movie didn't double its budget at the box. I was like, they're wrong. It made its money back, but that's not good enough for this
There's a
movie.
lot of deals that
And then
happen under the table in Hollywood.
Yep.
So.
DVD sales, under the table deals, getting it distributed, getting people to pick it up, tax breaks you get. There's so much stuff. Movies always make
They
money.
only
But that's
let
not
you
enough.
know what they want you to know.
Yeah. All you can count is the box office. There's a lot of intangible stuff that you're not going to see.
Yeah.
Just because it's just not necessary to release all that information.
Yeah. Anywho.
well, look,
Anyways.
I'll tell you this. We started talking about box office to avoid talking about this movie.
Not true.
It's just there's not much to talk about because it's so mid, and like you just kind of you're along for the ride. The visuals are really good, but
The soundtrack was fuck. I was getting so hyped.
The
in
soundtrack
theater.
was
It
very
was
good.
9 Inch Nails.
Look, it's not.
It's not Legacy.
Legacy is better.
I don't
But
know.
This soundtrack is really
Maybe
good.
if I saw that in theaters, this one was hitting me a little. Here's what I'll say: the grid theme from Tron is the best song in all the Tron movies. But there were so many in this one, like during the chase scenes, where I was getting hyped up.
Yeah,
I thought.
No,
it
I
was
mean,
sick.
9-inch Nails did a
It's
fantastic
awesome.
job.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
so good.
I think both soundtracks fit the vibes of their movies.
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Also,
Yeah.
I told Ben, I didn't say, when she's in the mountain with the snow, major like John Carpenter type vibes on the soundtrack, which is awesome. One of like very synthy 80s techno, very cool. Looks amazing. Very rare now that we're in an era where like movies never really look good.
No,
like people like CGI peaked in 2010.
Yeah, like you
with
probably
like Tron.
you probably couldn't make a Legacy today.
Yeah,
honestly,
but this
maybe
movie
not.
looks great,
Which is
like,
crazy. Yeah,
I
looks
saw
really
like
good,
this.
though, yeah.
There was nothing in there was not a single time in this movie where I was like, that didn't look good.
This
It
feels
looked
like
great.
a 2010s movie.
Yes, it looks great. Cool stuff happens in it. I think that when Ares is just not talking and is beating people up, I think he's pretty cool. I wish we got more of him like being biblically strong, as they say. There's like one fight where he punches someone,
Yeah.
and
Be a little
they
bit more like
all like go
Rinsler.
fly away. Yeah,
Yeah.
It
If he
is
was-
starring Jared Leto,
yeah.
which I think
I
brings it down a
think-
bit.
If I know people are not liking the Ares character. I don't think it's actually Jared Leto's fault. I think he's fine with the performance. I think the writing is just a bit.
He gets a little bit too quirky. A little bit
Yeah,
too,
yeah, I
Hey
think
guys,
that-
it's my Dr. Michael Morbius.
Yeah, I think the dialogue got a little iffy sometimes, but I don't think he was
Yeah.
the issue with it.
The issue were like all the other characters, really. Like that's kind of like that happens a lot with like
It
these
felt
new
very modern
movies.
Disney.
Yeah, and I mean like it is a Disney film, so it's
Yeah.
gonna like have some of that, but that's the issue of a lot of these like new franchise continuation kind of movies where they make new characters. See, like Tron Legacy, they made almost entirely new characters, and you liked all of them.
Cora and
At least
Sam,
like
yeah.
for us, like we really liked all of them. These new ones don't really care about any of them.
Yeah.
Like just we do not care.
It's because, and here's the thing,
But,
this movie takes place in the real world.
Yeah, like 90% of the movie.
And
Grid, dude. Come
in
on.
Legacy, it's in the grid, and the characters you're with is Sam, Kevin, and Cora, who Sam enters the grid, but Kevin and Cora have been in there for forever, and you can tell that they're very locked into this struggle of survival against the grid that's like actively trying to kill them. So you very much have a clear understanding of what their objective and their purpose is and why they act the way they are. But a lot of the characters, Ares, you understand what he's doing. Athena, you understand what she's doing. She's the villain. But a lot of the characters, I think their struggles just aren't as easy to grasp onto. They kind of just feel like they're there, I guess is what it is. Because one of the major characters is the assistant to the main girl, Seth or Sam or something. and he's just like there to be like her funny assistant. Like Korra is there because she needs to fight and she has a purpose in the story, but Seth is like, there needs to be someone funny there to make a joke right now about a breakfast burrito.
Yeah.
And like Hassan Minaj's
My 95th breakfast burrito, like, all right, we get it. We know you didn't eat that many breakfast burritos. You just had a couple. It's like, my 95th one.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, dude, you can bring it down.
And then it's
a little
like,
bit.
yeah, it's like Hassan Minaj is like, who is he? He's like the COO of the company, but he's also like hacking in at the end. It's like, why is he doing this? And then the girl that's like his assistant, I don't even know the character's name. And it's like, you spent all of Tron Legacy with those three characters, so you understood what they were doing the whole time. But you understood like why they were able to do what they were doing, but you don't really have that as clear in Ares. I think if the movie had just been, I think her name's Eve, the girl.
Yeah.
If it had just been Eve and
Cameron,
Ares,
yeah.
I think that would have been fine.
Yeah.
You would have
Would've been
gotten
better.
Yeah, you would have just gotten like, because I understand why they're doing this. Like they're actively trying to kill her to extract the code.
I think the question is that, like, I've seen people kind of, like, bring this up to defend this movie. Not that there's not that many defenders of this movie, but, like, there's some people that I guess are, like, pretty big, like, Tron fans, and they're saying, like, oh, well, like, you know, the first one underperformed and, like, became a cult classic when no one really cared about it. Same happened with Tron Legacy. It'll happen with this one. I think the chances of that are a lot less likely than the previous two, because the other two, like, they were revolutionary. This one, I didn't feel like established that much new ground.
Yeah.
It was just like, here's Tron, but you have Jared Leto and you have Eve Kim.
And it's in the real world.
This time
Yeah,
it's a
real
triangle.
world.
Yeah.
And like, I think it makes sense.
Yeah, I did think that was cool.
Yeah, for the Master Control disc, that was cool. I think it does make sense to like, bring things to the real world. I feel like that was kind of like the next step that they alluded to a lot in the second film. So like that was a natural thing. I just don't think it was like too interesting from what we saw. Like I think it had a lot of potential. But I don't really think it was like that, like, all right, they're looking after the permanence code, which is really like the impermanence code because it makes you mortal. And then you can, like,
that was actually before they said that. That was the first thing I thought. I was like,
I was like,
he's going to be, I'm like, this sounds like you're getting nerfed.
Yeah, I know, you're getting nerfed,
like,
bro.
if the only reason he needed that was because if he got sent back to the grid, not Aaron Taylor Johnson. The other guy, Evan Peters, other Quicksilver.
Yeah.
I'm like, Evan Peters is going to delete you.
Kick-ass one.
But when I saw that, I was like, just kill Evan Peters so he won't delete you.
Yeah.
And then you'll be immortal.
He had an opportunity, too.
He had multiple opportunities.
He was right in front of him.
I was like, just kill him so he won't delete you.
He wasn't thinking about that. It wasn't his top priority.
Yeah.
He was
but
like,
then
I'll come back for you later.
Oh, you know what? Never mind. If Evan Peters died, she could have used the code to just project him, and then he would have been alive forever.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
And so he would just have to come back every 30 minutes, but...
No, but like...
At least he'd be immortal.
If he had access to that projector,
yeah,
she could have just input the code.
Yeah.
And he would have been alive forever.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's the Joker of Tron.
He's the
Joker of Tron.
So what I was thinking of when we were coming back from the theater, I think that, I don't know how intentional it is, but all the Tron movies kind of reflect technology in the world at the time, because the first Tron movie only exists because no one really knew what a fucking computer was. Yeah. So like having this fun imagination of this whimsical world where like it makes more sense for accessing a file to be like sending a little man on a journey to open up like a single file. It's like, that's how computers are, little man. We don't know what computers are. They can be anything. So that's what the first Tron is. It's a reflection.
It makes you feel guilty about deleting programs that you don't use. You're like, oh, but this guy's like alive in like my computer and all. I don't want to like delete him, but like I'm running out of storage though. So I mean, sorry, bro. You're gone.
Rest in peace.
Maybe I'll reinstall you later, but you won't remember it. So actually, second thought, delete.
Yeah, it's a reflection of that.
Joking.
And
use your imagination. I'm gonna think about that forever now.
Damn, don't do it, Brandon.
I'm gonna kill this file right now.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
The second one is came out in 2010, which was a time when technology was very much surrounding every aspect of our life. When smartphones were becoming more prevalent, when the internet was becoming more prevalent, people were uploading on everything from Vine to YouTube to Facebook, and Instagram was becoming a thing. And that wasn't really a concept as heavily as it was before that. And Tron that's what Tron was setting up, was like a future where technology and us are like kind of interconnected. And that's what Tron Legacy is about. It's like a world, like he enters technology, and it's like it's just there with him. And now in 2025, we're in a world where it feels like technology is like now like here, like with AI and things, like technology is like seeping into our world.
Yeah.
And it's just everywhere.
Now it's like in the
your...
first movie where like the CEO is talking to the master control program. Now we can do that on our phones with
Yeah,
ChatGPT.
exactly. It's like technology's here. It's like in every aspect of your life in the real world. It's no longer contained to like this little thing. It's in everything you do everywhere.
Life breaks free.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what Tron Ares is about. It's about the technology coming into the real world.
Of Jurassic Park for some reason throughout that movie. That's probably the subconscious reason why. I was like, it breaks free. I forgot the full quote. I wish I knew it. But
life finds a way.
Life finds a way.
Yeah.
Tron Ares finds a way. But yeah.
So yeah, I don't know how intentional it is, but I think it's interesting. It kind of was a little bit predictive because each Tron kind of sets... Like, Tron 1 sets up the
Why is
story.
this making me a Tron fan now?
Because Tron is golden, actually.
Okay, I'm
It is good.
I was like, yeah, I liked it as a kid. I think I'm liking it as a 24-year-old
Yeah.
now. So, yeah.
And this is what makes it so sad.
Yeah,
We're never gonna get more.
Yeah, because
This is the end.
They do deliberate teases for Tron Legacy stuff.
Exactly. So this movie
So
doesn't
frustrating.
include the characters from Tron Legacy, but they constantly mention them.
Yes.
And then at the end, they show a picture of them.
Yes,
and
they
Jared Leto
clearly
is
are
looking for
stating,
them.
yeah. They're very clearly setting up that whatever these proposed and maybe possible sequel to Tron Ares is going to be following up on the story of Legacy. Because you don't see what happens to Tron, and I want to see what happens to him. He never comes out and becomes part of the story. But hey, so go and watch Tron Ares. It's fine. It's not horrible. And if everyone goes to watch it, we might get Tron Ares 2.
Maybe.
Morbius.
Yeah.
Oh.
They'll try again in another 20 or 15 years.
What do they call it? Tron Morbius, the next one.
That's more likely to happen than Morbius 2 or Tron Ares 2.
You
It's
know
just
what?
Tron
You're
Morbius.
right.
I think.
Combine them.
Yeah, combine the two. All right, guys.
Yeah,
the problem was there wasn't enough Jared Leto.
Yeah. We need two. We need
Just like
Ares
two
to fight
Ezra Miller.
Morbius.
Yeah, two Ezra Miller.
Here's the thing, something we talked about after the movie. There needs to be at least one film that accurately portrays what a video game looks like.
Yeah.
Because in Tron 1, that actually is a pretty accurate representation of what video games look like. In Tron 1, the main character Kevin is famous because he developed the biggest game of all time, which is called Space Paranoids, and it's a game where ships fly at you and you shoot them out of the sky. And in this one, like, we made a sequel to Tron to Space Paranoids. It's the highest selling, most profitable game of all
They
time.
said they sold 10 billion copies.
Which is
It's
I
impossible.
mean, it's actually realistic because now game companies do lazy remakes or remasters where they just take the same game and then put high. Like there's literally a part in
because they
the
show.
movie.
I was going to say they show this massive, great selling remake of it, and it's just the exact same footage of the game from the first movie, but with like modern day graphics, so it looks real.
Maybe they do other stuff. Maybe it's like GTA 7. We don't know, but
what they show, I'm like, this game, no one would play this shit in 2025.
Have you seen Grown Ups 1? Because they do show an accurate depiction of a video
it's
game.
not a real
and
one?
it's completely
Oh
original.
my God.
Yeah,
It is?
it's in the beginning.
Oh yes,
of
it's
the
when they're
movie.
shooting up. Well, okay,
the cruise ship.
they're
I
shooting
know.
up a cruise ship.
That did not age well, like by any means. And they have like chainsaws or like
It's insane.
killing grannies and stuff. It's wild.
I do.
Like,
I
don't
actually
know why
saw
they-
that movie like for the first time like a month ago.
Really?
You saw it for
Yes.
the first time and you didn't tell me?
What the?
I did.
Why didn't you mention that?
I'm pretty sure I told you guys.
Mr. Chandler is
I
very
you
disappointed
you at
in
least liked my review because I remember
yeah, maybe.
I remember I was talking. I was like, this movie is just a never-ending loop of insults to characters who don't even appear in the
That's
movie.
why it's
Yeah.
golden. It's my movie.
They literally will be insulting characters that don't even exist. They'll be like, remember Mr. Kevinson? And then they'll talk about it for 5 minutes and just be like, remember his stupid ponytail and his goatee? I'm like, who?
That's
and he never shows up and they never show up. Like, why is Adam Sandler making fun of a guy
That movie is
doesn't
it's
exist?
a documentary. It's just them all hanging
their
out
lives.
on set, or maybe it's probably not even an actual set. It's probably like an actual cabin.
Yeah,
They're just
it is.
hanging out.
and they're just like, yeah, this is our vacation. We're
And
gonna
Adam Sandler was
record
like,
something.
for this next few months, I'm dating Salma Hayek.
I guess. Insane. What a weird way of writing a movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, remember, and it's like, David Spade, you look stupid. You have a funny hair. Oh, yeah, Adam Sandler, you're freaking not as tall as you want to pretend you
You look like the Fonz.
drove me insane. But yes, I do remember.
I love that.
The opening. The kids are playing. It's like they're literally shooting up a cruise ship.
I know.
And I was like,
insane.
I remember I saw this, and I was with my girlfriend. I'm like, this game would not exist. Like, there's no goal.
That's GTA.
I saw. I'm like, you can do this in GTA. But you're not encouraged to. It's not the point of the game. It's just a side effect of the fact that you're allowed to do whatever you want. The game they're playing is giving them points for shooting up people on a cruise ship who are defenseless. Psychotic thing to put in a game.
It's like what people like thought GTA was, or like what they thought COD was. Like it was like that parent perception of it, where it was like totally not accurate at all.
Yeah.
And that's if you were a psychopath and went ahead and did that. Then perhaps.
But even then, the game wasn't be like double kill. Crazy Taxi. Never mind that game.
Yeah.
Or Carmageddon is what it is.
I was gonna say maybe it reflects on the characters of the children that they're just like evil.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll never know.
Never know.
Never.
Anyways, back to Tron Ares.
That's crazy.
Well,
What
it's
else
Adam
is there to
Sandler
say?
derail.
Oh, Cameron Monaghan's in it. He dies.
In 2 seconds.
It was so funny. I was curious. I'm like, when's he going to show? We saw his name in the credits. And then there's one guy that's there that doesn't talk. Yeah. And then he gets injured and he falls over. He takes off his mask. I'm like, hey!
Hey, there he is.
Like,
and
it
he
was
dies.
just a cameo. Like, I mean...
My boy Cal Kestis didn't have anything to
Yeah,
do.
you got 2 Jokers in this movie.
Yep.
Maybe 3, because Evan Peters has been fan casted a bunch of times. You got 3 Jokers.
If he ends up playing the Joker, that'd be crazy.
I could see it.
They'd be like 3 Jonklers.
That would be pretty crazy.
I could see it. I'm not gonna lie.
That'd be nice.
But we don't have to talk about that.
No,
that's a whole conversation.
He becomes Sark too, which is
how it ends.
It's kind of cool because his grandfather was the original Sark, and
yes,
then like that would be poetic if I was like, I really like this Evan Peters character, but I was like, I like Evan Peters for being Evan Peters, but he was like, I respect doing the over the top performance thing for the villain. I can respect that, but I don't know how well that stuff worked. But if he was great. Which I think his performance was good. It's just like the writing was a little bit, I think it could have been intriguing in another movie if this movie was if this movie was as good as Legacy, then I would have been like, oh. But like I was just like, I don't know.
In the hypothetical Ares 2.
Ares 2.
If we see him as Sark, I think they'll just go full on making him fucking evil, and I think he'll kill it. I'm like, if they get
I agree. Yeah,
I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool just seeing like fully evil Evan Peters as Sark, just being like an evil maniac that just loves watching people die, which is what Sark is.
Yeah,
and he wears funny tight pants that show his butt.
The costume that they showed briefly looked so stupid.
Yeah, he's like and you see the Sark armor materializing.
It was like the Legacy version of Sark. Like,
yeah, it was just the straight up Sark suit, and it's funny if you see him in the original movie, like the guards that kind of wear his uniform, they have like big hockey pads, and they're armored on like their calves. And their upper body and their head and their arms, but their legs and like their waist down is just like tight pants.
Yeah,
it's
tight,
so funny. Of like no
leggings.
armor or padding. They're just wearing leggings.
Yeah.
Awesome design. And they just have like a big bulky upper body and like skinny tight legs.
It looks so weird.
Incredible design.
Yeah.
Fantastic
So
stuff.
glad they brought it back.
Yeah.
I'm happy they did. It looked cool.
I can almost guarantee if that sequel did happen, he would be like, I changed that shit.
Yeah, he'd be like, I'm not wearing leggings that show off my...
Yeah, I mean, we saw the top half. We don't know if he would have had the leggings.
We just saw the
We don't know that.
I just can't imagine him wearing that helmet.
I think Evan Peters would have been down with that.
I mean, maybe you're right.
I think the helmet is cool. It's like a samurai.
Yeah, it's like a big samurai, like... It's like a big cross.
I know, like in the first movie, like it looked a little paper-ish.
Yeah.
Like but I think like
the concept of it is cool. It's very angular and like.
Yeah, it's almost Ralph McQuarrie-ish.
Yeah, you have this. It feels like he's trapped in. It's not even a helmet because it's so big. It's like this massive thing.
Yeah, it's like he's trapped in the grid. So he's
he's trapped in the armor.
Yeah, see, it's like poetry. It rhymes.
And he causes him pain because I think he screams when he puts it on.
Is Tron Ares low-key hella underrated?
They brought the frisbee back.
Yeah,
yes, he grabs the original frisbee.
So you can drink some water from the little river in the first movie.
And they even made that look better. Actually, I thought it looked cool
because it wasn't an actual frisbee this time. That was like painted. It was like you could tell they actually made it.
It was like a chunky disc.
Yeah,
makes it wasn't like rounded on the bottom.
Yeah, it wasn't like a literal frisbee disc.
Yeah, they are for real frisbees.
Yeah.
So now we have the big chunky frisbee. We have the cool disc from Legacy. And now we have the Master Control disc is a triangle with 3 blades that come out of it.
Yeah, it's like a ninja star. Yeah.
Yes. I also these weren't in... Was it in Legacy, the big staffs that leave the trails behind? I don't think those are
No,
Legacy.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
Those are cool. And
Yeah,
I like. I don't know
I
if you
think
saw when
those
they're
are
fighting.
more like the Tron 1 staffs. But
Yeah.
except they had the trails on this time.
Which
there
is
was a
cool.
part that I thought was sick in the final battle. Jared Leto uses the stream to like get himself up.
Yeah, that was
He
cool.
like
Yes.
jumps off of it.
Yeah, well, he also, I don't know if you saw, but in the first fight scene when they're fighting all the blue ones at the Encom security, their gauntlets, I'm assuming that's what it was, because, you know, the trail will kill you if you hit it.
Yeah.
Their gauntlet is armored, so they would use a trail and they would put their armor and roll over it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw that.
I
Yeah.
saw it was a cool little detail. Their armor reflects it so they can jump off of it. I thought that was cool.
Any
General,
final thoughts
cool stuff
on
in the movie.
Yeah, any
Cool,
final
it
thoughts?
was,
Yeah, it's got some cool stuff.
yeah,
but
it's got some
you
cool
know.
stuff. It looks great.
We might have
Sounds
overhyped
great.
it a little bit.
I don't.
But,
I think
like,
we're just.
I don't know.
Don't say wait. It's fine. It has cool stuff in it.
Yeah.
I didn't have a bad time at
I
all.
thought the action was fun.
Yeah, I didn't have a bad time with it. I enjoyed it. I'm not like regretting watching it. Cool.
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah, I was like,
That's about it. We should
It's-
probably
yeah.
move to Comic Book Club now.
Yeah. Comic Book Club.
Comic Book Club. If you don't know what this is, we're going to do this for a clip for the YouTube channel real quick. If you don't know what this is, every week we're going to give you guys a comic book. We're going to read it. You can read along with us. It's a comic book club, so comment below what you guys thought. Have a conversation about the comic yourself, but we're going to talk about it. Last week, we read Salvation Run, because at the end of Peacemaker Season 2, obviously that has been set up as a big part of the DCU. We read that comic. It's 7 issues. And then after that, we also read DCKO by Scott Snyder, which we'll save our thoughts, but it's good.
Yeah.
So, Salvation Run.
Yeah, like it's such a cool concept.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, no, it really is. It's boring, dude. I don't know how you make a concept like that boring, because it's just them like arguing the whole time. It's not
very
even like
dialogue heavy.
and it's just like over like petty kind of basic
Yes.
kind of survival stuff. Like, well, we want this food. Well, we want it. It's like, you guys are supervillains. You should be killing each other right now. Like, I don't know.
Let's just say this. One of the main characters is the Joker, right? And almost every scene that the Joker is involved in, he is just spewing dialogue.
He has a frown too. He's not happy.
And
being
he's
there.
not happy here. He's
Yeah.
sad Joker. He's not having fun.
There's that little kid that's like, I'm gonna skin you.
I love
alive.
that. That was my favorite
That was
part
my
of the
favorite
comic.
part, too.
Is this one little maniac kid that's like, I love you, Joker. He's like, yeah, bitch, I don't want a psychic. He's like, oh, I don't want to be a psychic. He's like, I want to skin you alive and wear your skin and do a better job. He's like, that's why I want to honor you. And Joker's like, just has a mildly bothered look on his face. But he's like kind of sad that the kid said it to him. It's great.
Doomer Joker.
It weirdly got to the point where I was like, who is doing anything? It's like, because there's one point where like Joker and Lex like split off into 2 separate groups like very early on in the book.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, Joker like walks up to Lex, like Lex in his compound with all the villains stuck with him, and he's like, "Listen here, Lex." I'm like, "Why are you here? Why are you talking with him?"
Also,
it's like, you guys were gonna kill each. Why? I'm like, "Are you back in the group now?"
And like this is like Darkseid's testing ground. Like there's that little like the Flash rogues at the beginning, because they show that they hype them. It's like, yeah, these guys are fucked up. They killed the Flash. You know, like they mean business. They fight those little like, you know, creature things like briefly on the planet. Pretty much there's no other danger. They say we fought every day for like 2 weeks against these creatures. We only saw it like one time, and then they came back again like at the end. So it was like, you gotta like show it and not tell us, you know. And that's kind of like,
I also
it's
think
not a survival scenario. Everyone looks the same by the end. Lex has like a little bit of stubble.
I also think we
yeah.
need to start doing this at the top of the comic club. We need to explain the basic concept of this book.
Yeah.
So for anyone who doesn't know,
I mean, I think we got.
but I just wanted to go because there might be more complicated ones going forward.
I just assumed people watched Peacemaker.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
Yeah. So Salvation Run opens with Rick Flag and Amanda Waller, and they're like, shit is getting very out of hand in the world. They're like, Black Adam just started World War III, killed a bunch of people. The Flash rogues held him down and murdered him, and everyone saw that shit. And they're like, and the Amazonians, we apparently, I guess, the U.S. government tried a woman for murder who was guilty of murder. And the Amazonians were like, this is misogyny, and went over to like kill everybody and started like World War IV. So the government is like, we need to get these motherfuckers out of here.
Yeah.
So they have the Suicide Squad capture every villain ever and just dumps them on this planet that is believed to be hospitable to human life, and they're like, fend for yourselves. A couple things that are confusing to me. We see at the end of the first or second issue, Desaad is spying on the super villains, and they're like, and they overhear that the villains are like, we were told this was safe and that the government expected this place, and Desaad is like, yes, we wouldn't have wanted, and he's saying this to himself. He's like, well, we wouldn't have wanted the government to not put you here for this, perfect trap. Why? What was his plan? He never comes up again. The only time, so that reveal is at the end of the first issue is that this plan is actually ruled by Darkseid. That never becomes a factor until the very end of the very last issue. A bunch of parademons show up.
Yeah.
And then they fight them and they leave.
And like this is the testing ground. It just looks like Earth. And like I get it where it's like, oh, this is just a normal planet where all these guys are gonna go, and then the twist is like that. I don't know. In my opinion, this should have looked like Mad Max, A Wasteland, or Hell.
Yeah.
Like that's what it should. I don't know. And then in
That's true.
Peacemaker, it looks like a normal Earth. I guess like they'll do that reveal for people that don't know the comic or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, all right.
I don't understand the world. Like I don't get
I know, that's the thing.
what these creatures like. They don't try to explain it.
Yeah.
No.
Like,
My
there's
assumption...
just robotic bugs trying to kill
my
them.
only assumption is that like they had Desaad, because I'm pretty sure it's like the smart guy that works with Darkseid. I'm pretty sure that they're all like genetic experiments that they just unleashed on this planet and let them breed.
Yeah, they just
And I guess they just send parademons there to train. I thought that it would be something more interesting. I thought that like the new gods would show up, and when I heard I heard the concept like it's a training ground for Darkseid. I didn't know he just sent his low level goons there, who get slaughtered by the hundreds.
And they also reveal Martian Manhunter was undercover the whole
Yeah,
time. I was like,
oh,
is the Justice
fucking resolve what happened to him?
No, I was
just-
like,
they
is Justice
stopped.
League gonna show up and save everybody? It's like, no, not even that. It's just like
Yes.
I'm stuck in my fire prison cell.
Maybe
you have to
that's
read the
picked up
next
in
thing.
the bigger event, I guess.
I don't. Yeah, we have to look into that. But from the
Yeah.
assumption
This
that
is an issue
just-
that is with reading comic book events. Sometimes you read a tie-in and it's connected to another thing.
Yeah,
so.
but just assuming that this is where this story ends, all these villains are now unleashed
back onto Earth.
Yeah, back on Earth.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
They went on a side
and they're
quest
all
before.
pissed.
Yeah,
And they want to kill everyone now.
yeah,
So that should be a follow-up story. Maybe it is.
yeah. This is probably part of Infinite Crisis or whatever the fuck whatever Crisis
the
event it got tied
2000s
into.
one, yeah.
Yeah, it tied into some big event. So like, I don't want to complain too much about like feeling like plot threads are left unresolved because that is a mandate that's passed down to this by
You're right.
them, whatever.
I feel like again with the problem with Peacemaker, this could have been like a lot less issues.
Yes.
Yeah, like that's
Or it could have more exciting shit could have happened.
Yeah, one of those two would have been good. Yeah.
I would have loved to see more big action and fighting. I think the best moments in the book is in like the first or second issue when Simon he's like, we're gonna create a fucking utopia here. He's like, we're gonna fuck all the women. You're gonna make us a bunch of babies, and we're gonna live here for forever. It's gonna be perfect. And Joker just beats him to death, and he's like, yeah, that motherfucker's annoying.
Yeah.
And he's like, something I learned over the years, like, if someone's annoying and won't shut the fuck up, kill them. I'm like, that was funny. And then Monsieur Mala and the Brain talk to Grodd.
Yeah.
And
Two issues later, by the way.
Yes, and Mala is just like, we're on the same level, like we're both gorillas, and Grodd is like, fuck you, I'm better than you.
like,
and
you're
he
an
beats him
experiment.
to death with the Brain just for saying that. And then Joker kicks Grodd off the side of a cliff. And then at the very end, you're led to believe that Grodd died there. And then he shows up at the very end of the last issue and is like, Joker, I'm going to fucking kill you. And Joker's like, how is that on me? He's like, how was I supposed to know I was capable of kicking you?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's low key like a meta-human feat because like he's not just any normal
Yeah,
gorilla.
he's literally a super powered gorilla.
Yeah, and like I know like in the Arkham bios, like it says Joker is surprisingly strong, but like he's one skinny
He's a guy.
It was so, I just love that
The
line.
chemicals
Did the
didn't
Spartan-
make him stronger.
Yeah.
the Spartan kick. Dude.
I love that. He's like, how was I supposed to know that shit would work?
Yeah. I will say as a highlight, I really liked Lex in the comic.
Yeah,
he's
Lex-
definitely the best character in the comic.
Yes, Lex is sick. Vandal Savage has such a weird story.
Oh,
I don't
dude.
know.
He's just...
It's hard to explain this one. He's like,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
going to trick
into-
these 3 metahuman women into like having my children, and I'm going to tell each one of them, you're the special one.
He
And
literally
then-
gaslights 4 women in a cave.
Yeah, but they figure it out, and they're like, fuck you. It's like, oh, well, that was my plan to have you guys unite. It's like, no, it wasn't. And he's like, shit. that's
It's so
what it
weird
is,
because
yeah.
like it doesn't connect to anything, and it's literally like 2 pages.
Yeah, it's
like
really
in one
weird.
issue, they show that.
Yeah, they're all sleeping in separate beds, but they're all like naked underneath.
Yeah,
like, what
it's
was
just they
what was
show-
going on there?
It's so funny because they just show him. It's like he
Yeah.
finds the safe zone, and it's 1 page, and like issue 3 where he's like, the safe zone, we'll build our utopia here, and then like issue 4, it shows like he's like, yes, women, we're gonna work together.
I think that was even later because I read that today.
And then-
I read the first like 3 or 4 issues like before I flew over here, and then I read the rest, and I was like, okay.
Yeah,
Like,
and then it's like 1 more page after that where they're like, we're on you, Vandal Savage. We know you're fucking gaslighting us. And he's like, oops. I was like, what a weird side plot.
He's the
That had
commissioner of
nothing-
Gotham now.
He is.
Yeah.
It's a weird side plot that had nothing to do with the rest of the
He
story.
looked a little
Very
bit
funny.
like Billy Butcher.
Oh,
A little bit.
he kind of did.
Yeah.
His,
Yeah.
Not a usual Vandal Savage.
Yeah, not the usual kind of
So
design.
my thought,
His eye color kept changing too.
I didn't notice that.
That was
I
funny.
saw you said that.
Yeah.
Needed more fighting. Like that's part of what comic books are. If you're gonna be like, if your story is like, here's all the villains trapped on a dangerous planet, I'm like, I better be seeing people fucking throw down and like fight and kill each other.
I think we're gonna get a Salvation comic
Probably
fairly
now.
soon.
Yeah.
And I hope that they really do a better job. They will.
Yeah.
They absolutely will. They'll probably do Scott Snyder.
As I was gonna say, this book we're gonna talk about after.
I thought it was
kinda
kind of interesting when like Catwoman sold out Martian Manhunter.
Yes, that was actually really well written for her,
Yeah, I was
actually.
like,
I will say.
yeah, because people kind of go under this notion where like, okay, she's just like a pure good guy now. Not really the case,
No.
but
Yeah.
like again,
She's
that
very
was
self-serving good. She's
yeah.
good, but
and, like
never
it made
at
sense
her
because she
own-
was like, these are all like super powered
Yeah.
people. I can't handle this. You can, you
Yeah.
can deal
Yes.
with that. That was like in character while also being like, oh, that wasn't very nice.
But
yeah,
I'm not
because they
understanding-
almost they catch her and they think that she's betraying them, and they're gonna kill her. And
Right.
she's like, actually, Blockbuster is actually Martian Manhunter in disguise. And they all go like, we're gonna fucking kill him. And she's like, I'm leaving now. She's like, he can handle that shit because he's super powerful.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm just a bitch with
That-
a fucking.
that's the thing.
Whoa,
I don't know why-
derogatory term right here.
I used it neutral.
I don't know why Catwoman is there.
I know.
I
I'm
know,
like,
she's
is
just-
she that bad?
There's villains here that like
She
I'm
stole
not
a jewel.
understanding.
Send her to the evil dimension of all the
she
evil
stole
people.
a diamond.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
They do kind of touch on that with those two that helped the Titans. Like, what are they? Thunder and Lightning, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah,
And they're
"You were
like,
good
why
guys."
are we here? They're like, we are not really bad. And
Yeah.
Martian Manhunter is like, I don't know, guys. He's
I
like,
don't know.
that's, he's like,
Yeah.
he's like, you're pretty chill guys.
Yeah,
I
you
think that's
gotta
kind of
read-
the point of the story. Is they're like, we don't give a fuck. We're like, everyone's going.
It's a
in there.
flawed system.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, we don't know what happens in the next story, but like, you're under the presumption that like Lex is like, yeah, you're all here to die. I'm gonna go home now.
Yeah.
Like that's. I was like, damn, he evil a little bit, but yeah.
What I would have done was I would have shown more. I would have shown at least one scene of Task Force X or the Suicide Squad capturing people.
Yeah, that would have been
Because
cool.
all you see
That
is
should
like
because it's 7 issues. That's
yeah,
kind of weird.
I would have. It would have
uneven
been so
numbers,
sick
yeah.
to show like Deadshot and Bane in real life, like capturing certain villains. That would have been cool.
Was
but-
Bane on the Suicide Squad at that point?
Yes,
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't because when he gets teleported there, and they're accusing Deadshot
Oh,
of
yeah,
working
that's
with Waller.
right.
Bane does.
I just
he's
assumed
like-
that he got clumped with like
I thought that too.
they
But
just clumped
he
him,
does.
yeah.
I thought that, but he specifically says he's like,
Okay,
I was
yeah.
betrayed too by the task, whatever.
Yeah, he's
Waller
not a
and
usual Task Force X kind of
Yeah,
member.
it was actually kind of. I love like
I think-
that look of him because it's that classic
yeah.
'90s Chuck.
Oh, yeah,
Dixon
I love
look.
that one, yeah.
That look fits the Suicide Squad so well aesthetically. Big
Yeah,
buff
it
guy
works. Yeah.
in the blue with the mask. Yeah,
I hope that's the version of Bane we get in the
that's my
movies one day.
ideal
That
favorite.
yeah,
Bane design.
peak.
Yeah.
And
I
if
wonder-
they don't get it right the
they
first
can,
time, they'll get it right the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they can pull it off. I think they can.
I
But-
think you can do it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's Salvation Run though. I feel like there's not much more to say.
Too much
about
talking.
I wouldn't like recommend it. Like honestly, like if there, I don't think there is, but if there's like a comic historian type of video, watch that. I don't think you need to read
There'll
the
also be.
comic.
There's definitely going to be one now.
Oh yeah, there's
actually.
going to be
Yeah.
one now because of the
it.
Peacemaker.
There probably
stuff.
already is one.
But like, if it wasn't for the Peacemaker thing, I probably would have never read this. No,
Yeah.
I will never have read it. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. It's entertaining. Like, it's always good to read a comic book. It's always fun
Yeah.
to read a comic book.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a chore. If it's a chore for you, you shouldn't read comic books.
But now we know more lore.
Yeah, you know,
So-
just a little bit more lore. We
little
understand
more.
the characters just a little bit more. So we can say that we read it that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we also read DCKO.
Amazing book.
Yeah, this is...
It's awesome.
We can actually say, more exciting things about this one. It sets up a lot of really cool stuff.
Because we'll do the story of this one, is that I actually read this a week ago, so I'm trying to remember. Darkseid comes to Earth. It's out of nowhere. You open with like...
Yeah, they're playing board games.
Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman are chilling, playing board games. And this giant-ass Darkseid comes and just destroys like every city. And it's like, he's literally like 100 feet tall.
Yeah.
And
he's higher than that.
I think it's bigger.
And he's just destroying buildings with like lasers out of his hands.
He's like 2 Godzillas tall.
Yeah,
like,
he's massive. Yeah. And then the heroes
what
get
else
sucked.
is still massive?
The superheroes get sucked into this time area with Booster Gold and these like Time Lords, and they're like, "Yeah, you guys are fucked. Like, we're gonna reboot the timeline again." And they're like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, we're gonna reboot that shit. We're gonna get a new 52, rebirth that shit." And Flash is like, "We can't keep doing this." He's like, "I promise." He's like, "The last time I did that shit, the world was ending." He's like, "I made it worse."
Enough.
Yeah. And they're like, well, there has to be a way to stop him. Like, no, like, he's going to whoop your ass. Like, you fight him. They're like, we're from the future. You actually do go find him. He killed you. He's like, you all lost horribly. And then he blew up the Earth. So, like, we're going to do you a favor. We're going to reset time for you. Don't even worry about it. And there's some convoluted space jargon. They're like, okay, we're going to create this massive power source. And whoever gets it wins. Like, they get enough power to fight Darkseid. Like, the problem is that's going to attract everybody. Like, everybody is going to be drawn to that massive power, and the power source is going to pick in a battle. It's going to force you all into a tournament, and whoever wins the tournament gets the power to fight Darkseid. Superman and Batman are like, there's a lot of really fucking evil people in our universe, and they probably should not get their hands on that shit. So all the superheroes kind of goated. Like, in like 1 hour, I don't know, like a very short.
It was over a few days.
Yeah, they capture all of their villains. They lock up every villain in DC and like they cannot get out. And they all get sent, when it's over, they're like, okay, send us to this tournament where we will be able to fight each other and get this power and defeat Darkseid and turn everything back. And before they enter the tournament, the Joker appears and just nays Batman, just wipes him out.
Yeah,
and
he's the first one that dies.
Yes, he's the first one to lose in this tournament. His name is checked off, which I think is good.
Crazy.
I love Batman, but I think it's a good, smart move to just cross him off.
Yeah, people would have expected him to at least make like the top 5 or something.
So it's cool that you've made it more unpredictable.
Yeah. You subverted your expectations.
I just feel like this is a huge thing.
Yes, it is.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Killing Batman.
Yeah, not just.
I'm not going to be surprised when he's like, I'm actually alive and I'm coming back in the last issue.
I hope
he's
not.
like, I fake my.
That would be really lame. But,
they always do that. They always like take like one of my favorite DC events is called Forever Evil, and it's the one where the crime syndicate comes to the Earth and all the heroes are gone, and it's like, oh, all the villains has to step up and fight him in the last issue. Batman's like, I found a way to return to Earth. I'm here to help. I'm like, of course, it had to be Batman. Fucking
Batman.
Hey. He knows everything.
He knows everything.
Give him enough time.
I love Batman, but it's just like it gets predictable. No, like Batman's always the one.
I think that's a great decision.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, that's fine.
Yeah. No Nightwing.
Yeah. Maybe they'll add him to the tournament. We're getting more
DLC
fighters.
I will say, I looked through the book. There's nowhere
that
he doesn't die.
They don't show him getting.
He doesn't die.
Blown up.
I saw you going back to go check it, like right before we started recording. Like I know that's what he's looking for.
Yeah, but he doesn't die. Maybe he'll come back.
Yeah.
But so far we have Damian, Red Hood, and Harley Quinn from the Batman universe competing.
And Joker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I saw somebody say Cass is in there.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Yes,
those are the Bat family.
Yeah, you got Superman with the sun, brass knuckles.
Yes, I was gonna. Yes,
Superman is amazing in this book.
Yes,
and I love the narration and how it's like describing what Superman is going through.
Yeah,
and how he's not even really competing; he's trying to get his friends through the portal.
Yep.
And it like
so I don't know if you know that Scott Snyder, when he talked about this, he said Dark Knight's Metal was his Batman magnum opus, Death Metal was his Wonder Woman magnum opus, and now he's doing one for Superman.
That's awesome.
So he said this is definitively a Superman story. He's doing one for each of the Trinity, which is sick. So Superman will be the main character of this event. Not a guarantee he's going to win, but he is the protagonist.
Yeah.
I do love. Yes, they all get a chance to bring their most powerful weapon with them. and Superman has brass knuckles with 1,000,000 exploding suns in them. So sick. And Batman doesn't Batman get the Hellbat armor?
It's something like, I think it's from the Endgame
Oh, is it the Justice
it looks
Buster
like
one?
it looks like it. I don't think there's a specific term for this one, but I mean, he always has like a new suit, whether it's Hellbat
he
or
brings some
the Justice Buster
giant
or,
ass suit.
Yeah,
And he gets one tap by the Joker with a
maybe
Glock.
they say it in the comic book. We'll have Brandon fact check that. Yeah. But yeah, no, like but
Also credit to the art too.
Dude,
yeah, of course, yeah.
This artist has now gone up my rankings.
Yeah.
I was not familiar with his game beforehand.
Yeah,
But
fire.
oh my god, it's awesome.
Yeah, I really like the narration. Like the narration does a really good job of getting you excited, especially of how they divide the chapters up, and they have like the big black page, and it's like the text is like getting bigger and bigger. Like in my head, I had like some rock song going on in my head while reading them. I was like, yeah,
It hypes
dude.
you up. It hypes
Yeah,
you the
dude.
fuck up.
It's the Justice Buster.
Okay.
2.
Oh, so it's an upgrade.
It's the upgrade from
Dude.
see, I know my stuff. I'm number one DC fan over here. But like,
Yeah, and dude, I love these chapter breaks.
Yes.
yeah,
I
it's
thought
also
that
from a
was
Scott
sick.
Snyder book. But yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Also,
Scott Snyder.
real thing, a lot of words in this book.
There are a lot of words.
Yeah,
I
it's-
remember
but-
I'd be reading it and I was like,
Yeah,
what?
Salvation Run and List both have a lot of words, but these words get me hyped.
These are engaging.
Yeah.
This is how you.
I was like, let's
put a lot of
fucking
words on a
go.
page.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
awesome.
love
Yes, I
this,
love
like,
that
this
winding.
maze winding.
There's a lot of game symbolism in
Yeah.
these because the opening is them playing board games. It's based off like a video game style, like Mortal Kombat tournament. These several pages and panels are lined up like kind of like a Monopoly or like Candyland board, where each panel is like a slot in the board. Very cool.
Yeah.
Great.
We got
showing all the
of our
lineup.
heroes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So
villains.
sweet. And
And
we're getting
villains.
more. We're getting DLC fighters from other universes.
I know.
We're
Homelander.
Yes. Homelander.
We're finally
Sub-Zero,
gonna get Homelander versus
Vampirella,
Superman.
Red
Oh,
Sonja.
yeah, that better happen.
I think
Oh, I
that's
saw
crazy.
a YouTube short talking about it, and someone's like, "This Homelander Superman debate is going to be absurd." They're like, "Homelander could never fight Superman. Like, this is a Superman with exploding sun brass knuckles who just watched his best friend die.
I'm just gonna add
If
some
he
compound
fights
B.
Homelander, he's gonna pop his head off in
Oh,
1
yeah.
second."
And I think that's gonna be the joke.
I hope that's the
I
joke.
think it's gonna be that.
I hope, and I think we're gonna get more. I think that's not the only.
No, definitely. I feel like it's not. I feel like this is gonna go for a bit, and then we have our at the end of the book.
Yes, the bracket.
The
which I
bracket.
think
Batman
is
has
awesome.
the Joker smile.
I know.
Yes,
First
I'm
to
hoping they have
die.
a cool symbol for whoever eliminates them in each one.
That would be really cool,
Oh,
actually. Yeah.
You're probably right about that.
That'd be
Yeah.
sweet.
I love how Starro's on there.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw that was one of the first ones they revealed.
Random side note, I really like it how in modern comics, I don't remember if it's like one specific artist that does this, but like they do it like it's happened multiple times where people will in comics will do like a Batman impression and they'll make the speech bubble have like little Batman horns
Yes.
while they attempt to do a Batman voice. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
It reminded me of that for some reason.
I love that too.
I love it.
Yeah.
Also, the inclusion of Plastic Man is awesome.
Yes, love
Yeah,
it.
that
That's
was
like
good.
an unusual character to have in an event.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
usually like in the background.
Who's the one character that points that out before they die? They're like
oh my god,
big event
dude!
character.
I loved that.
Yeah.
one.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They're like,
There's
what the hell are
someone
you
when,
doing?
that's like when there's a. Who
Look,
is it?
It's like some sort of green bug.
It's Ambush Bug, and
Ambush
he's
Bug.
kind of like Deadpool, and he's running from this very dangerous thing trying to get into the tournament. He openly is like massive event, side character coming through. He's like,
Look
I'm
how
cooked.
obscure character in a massive line wipe event coming through.
Yeah, he gets annihilated.
I'm extremely at risk of death.
It's so funny. Great joke.
Yeah. And
Scott
then-
Snyder's the GOAT, dude. That dude is fucking.
And then
anyone
Batman
insane.
dies.
Batman gets impaled.
Yeah.
Gets impaled. Oh look, I've been impaled.
Dude.
And yeah, and then all the villains come through.
Joker
It's
looks
like Lex
awesome.
Luthor and Joker. Let me
He
get a
look,
look at
do you know
that.
what he looks like? He looks like the DC Universe Online, like the cinematic.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was thinking that. A
This
little
is
bit, yeah.
fire. King Shark, Lex Luthor, Giganta, and I love little baby Starro.
I know.
Just posted up next
So
to him like
sick.
this. This is gonna be an awesome fucking book. This is gonna be a great read. I
so
guarantee
excited.
you.
This is like the first comic in a while that I'm gonna be going
Yes.
to the comic book stores to get every week.
Absolute Batman, you fool!
Well, I got the volume.
Yeah.
He did too.
It's fire. Anyway,
Dead air, dead air.
Anyway, Scott Snyder's the GOAT. He's so good, we all have to stop talking.
I know.
Yeah,
That's how the
we were
thing
all
is.
looking at the comic book
Yeah.
while it was
Sorry, I'll
going
close
on.
this so you don't get distracted.
No worries.
Where's
but-
Ben's blind bag?
Oh.
Wait,
Yeah,
Brandon,
you
show
wanna open
yours.
Oh yeah.
Brandon got the Jim Lee.
Yeah,
One
the
second.
Jubilee.
Yeah, so
Dark Side, dude.
The variant,
incredible.
so the variant covers are not blind bags, but the foil variants are, and it is state that every foil variant is drawn by like a comics like Big League. Like I got the Greg Capullo, you got Jim Lee, and who knows what Ben will get? Maybe he'll get the same one that we got.
Yeah.
But this one's fire. It's just Dark Side
This
Space.
is incredible.
Yeah,
I love
great.
this one. I'm probably gonna be getting these every week.
Yeah,
like the
no,
blind
I
bags.
have to. It's such a great.
And
gift.
I want to start doing it for Matt Fraction's Batman.
Yes,
I
I
need
didn't
to
know
pick
they
up
were
the
doing that.
first. Yeah, yeah.
I'll get some. I saw another book that had it.
Those are gonna be my 2 week. Whatever they do.
Don't say what it is, but do you know what next week's book is going to be?
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay, because remember last week we were like, "What is?" It? I was like, "Oh, we need to do Salvation, right?"
Yeah.
And
But now we're in a time where we can start just reading things because there's not much going on.
let's go.
All
Ben's
right.
blind bag coming through.
Ben is back.
I'm
Got it
so
from Legacy Comics.
yes. Legacy Comics and Lineal is
Oh,
based.
dude, it's the best.
All right, so live unboxing. So DC now promotes gambling to support the comic book industry.
It's a great plan.
Yeah.
It's working.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
All right, we'll see. Talk while I'm doing this.
And
Yeah.
if
Sorry,
dude,
I'm
that was
just so
if Ben
excited.
draws, it's like a rare Pokemon card. We're like, ah! Just freaking the fuck out. I was like,
Alright.
I don't
Man,
actually. I'm
we have to look
happy
at the
'cause,
market.
Like, yeah, I don't know.
That's a really
what
good
variants
one.
are.
Yes,
out.
that one's fine. Well, I think we've all. I'm assuming all these covers are gonna be awesome.
All right.
Yeah. No,
Because
they're gonna
both
be.
the ones we got were sick.
I'm just like.
Let's see.
I'm happy I don't know what variants are available.
We need to ASMR this shit.
This always like gets
Oh
me
my God.
paranoid. Like I'm gonna like damage. The
I
Yeah,
know.
we're gonna
I was
box the-
stressed when I was
box the
opening mine.
covers.
Yeah,
I
you
was
did that
so
in public.
impatient.
Yeah.
I wanted to see so bad.
Yep. Oh, this
Alright.
might be the one I got. Let's see. No. Oh, fire. Is that
me
Frank?
see,
No,
let's
no.
see.
Who is that?
Oh my
Dark-
god,
Oh, that's an awesome
dude.
Superman one.
Wait,
That's
that's
sick as
incredible.
fuck.
He
Look
does
on,
a-
it tells you what it is on the back. Oh, Daniel Warren Johnson. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, he's
I don't know if you guys can see, but like
Let's see.
Superman's doing like some pro wrestling.
he's hitting like an
move.
RKO on Dark Side.
Dude,
It's awesome.
This is a really.
That's
yeah, I want
such
to see
a
the other
sweet
ones.
one.
man.
that's so cool.
This one's really cool.
It's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Bro.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Fucking killed
Is that a
all of our...
callback to the Mike Tyson fight?
I think it is. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. I think that artist did a comic called Do a Power Bomb,
Ah.
which got a bunch of.
I'm gonna
awards.
put it back in the thing.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm jealous of that cover.
I mean, the Dark Side one's sick.
That is, no, I love mine. But
Yes.
that's also really cool.
So-
I think they're just all awesome.
All right.
Can I
That's
see it
Yeah,
okay.
of
So
course.
that character or that artist, not character.
Damn, that's so sick.
This is wait. This is Daniel Warren Johnson. He wrote a really really good Superman one shot called
I don't want to ruin this. I'm
Superman
gonna
Red
put
and
it
Blue?
away.
and he got big. I believe I've been a little out of comics loop, but he did this book called Do a Power Bomb, and that's what that's a reference to. It's about like a pro wrestler. Let me see. Let me read the description because everyone said that it's like amazing.
What is it about?
Let's see. It's like okay. Daniel Warren Johnson weaves the heartbreaking, emotionally charged coming-of-age tale of one girl grappling with grief, imposter syndrome, and the grit it takes to survive amongst the Thunderdome of high-stakes WrestleMania competition. So it's like it just saw it got like a shit ton of like Eisner Awards. It's supposed to be like one of the
sick.
best comic books out there. Very excited. If you need to read one issue, read his Superman one-shot, Superman Red, White, and Blue by Daniel Warren
Oh
Johnson.
my god, dude. I love red, white, and blue.
I believe that's the one. That's the one where he did the story that's John Pa Kent talking about adopting Clark as
Yeah.
a baby. Dude. This final panel of him saying "I love you" to the whole world.
I know. It's
Heartbreaking,
incredible.
dude.
I have that saved on my phone.
I wanted to get that one. I might get that one tattooed on me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be
That's
insane.
it's such a sweet pan, dude. That shit had me trying not to cry.
I can't.
That book is, and there's nothing even sad about it. It's just such a heartfelt,
I know.
amazing story, and it captures the essence of Superman. It captured that. That's what Superman 2025 was giving me.
Yeah.
You know.
I think I put it up there. Like people don't talk about it in the same vein as All Star.
No, people. This is like peak. This
I
is
know.
like the number
I
one
agree.
top tier. Yeah.
I love it so much.
Well,
Well,
Ben
I think
went to
that's-
pee, but-
yeah, he went to pee.
I don't want dead air, so.
I was gonna do Absolute Batman since we picked it up.
Oh yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
I know you've already read it.
I love Absolute Batman.
Okay. Because I really want to catch up, and this is I really want to read it, so that's my excuse.
Okay.
Which comic are we
Absolute Batman. How many
Yeah.
issues?
I think the volume we picked up was 1 through 6, but
yes.
we can just catch up.
Yeah, we'll catch up.
Read. Tell me read as much as you want. I've read everything, so that's our comic book club.
Oh, that's the next one?
Yeah.
All DC?
Dude, look, I need to read Absolute Batman.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean...
So
no,
what issues are... Right now, issue 13 is out.
Okay, I think I could do that.
Okay.
I don't know if you can.
14 issues? 13?
13.
I mean, honestly, though, I got like a few days off, so I'll catch up.
I think
but,
And
like,
it's a
lot of people-
really easy read.
I think
too.
if you're
Yeah.
watching this, they're probably caught up on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like, that's the biggest comic going on right now.
So
yeah.
we're the ones who are behind and stupid.
I'm not.
Yeah, but like in terms of DCKO, I would recommend hopping on it now because
Yes.
it's probably
Yeah, it just came
gonna
out.
it's probably gonna get really really big soon. I would imagine so, especially when Homelander shows up. That's gonna be a best selling comic for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, highly recommend.
Yep.
I don't know if my grandma would enjoy it if we're going by the old scale where it's like
I'm recommending this shit to my grandma.
recommend to your
Recommend to my
grandma or
grandma.
throw it in a pile of poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was I don't know what I was thinking.
No, that
about.
was a good one.
Yeah.
Because
So what's our mid? What's our mid?
the mid
No,
one's
it's
just like
in the middle.
that's like Salvation Run, just like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
forget about it.
What are we calling that
I think it's
though?
just mid.
Just forget about it.
Mid.
Just forget about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Salvation Runs,
forget about it.
That was
We'll
a bit.
figure it out as we go. Oh,
Yeah.
there's that variant cover. First thing.
Yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
a little shiny in person, but yeah, it looks cool. It looks cool.
We'll
All right.
do this talk off air though, because we're talking about the
Yeah, no,
covers.
you're right.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
talk
we
about
should
that
end
later.
This
Yeah,
is very long.
We're gonna wrap
I'm
it
so
up.
sorry.
yeah, we're gonna have a lot of clips though, so
look.
make sure to subscribe.
Remember
2
to
hours
like
and 10
and
is crazy.
subscribe.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. If you don't do that, you're dead to me.
If you made it this far, then I would like to think that you enjoyed us. Otherwise, you just wasted 2 hours and 11 minutes and 6 seconds of your time. So I don't know how we want to send this off. I don't know how we want to end it,
I
but
think you just say
Get the
goodbye.
fuck
Yeah.
outta here.
Get the
get the
fuck
fuck out of here.